Just getting this thing set up because I'm not good at this stuff. Okay, let's see if any of you turn up. If you're watching the live, just drop a comment so I can see that the chat is working and stuff. If you're watching this, ask questions, bring up topics so that we can talk about stuff. Don't worry about that. It's just my cat knocking. He will go away eventually. He's very needy. So yeah, I have not done a live in weeks. Hello. Oh, hi, Kathy. Hi, hun. So good to see you live again. Oh, thanks. Kathy, aren't you due soon? I thought you said you're also due and you're going on your baby moon to Paris. Let me know if you've been already. Congrats on the baby boy. Oh, thanks, darling. Yeah, this is my first live since giving birth, which was like a month ago now. Yeah, I'm due near Easter. Oh, wonderful. What a beautiful Easter gift. That's a lovely Easter present. Have you been to Paris yet? I remember you said you were going there. I'm pretty sure you said that in like the lives and stuff that you were headed there. Cece, hi Kigam, how are you, my girl? How's baby? Oh, thanks, guys. Hi Cece. Yeah, he's great. I have nannies now. That's why I'm able to do this live because it's nighttime here. So I have a night nanny and a day nanny. So it just frees up some. It frees up some like time in my schedule, so I can do things like this, so I can be available for my team. Kathy says, hi, yes, I've been back from Paris. Oh, you an update? Okay, email me, my Yahoo email. Email me, because I would love to hear about it. Lucy says, hey, girl, hey, hun, how's the baby? He's babying. Okay, he is babying, let me tell you. Women make this look easy. My mom was staying with us for a few weeks. I think I posted it on Instagram. But I was like telling my mom, I was like, how did women do this for millions of years? Okay, like how? like I love men, you know, we're team men over here. Like men are the kings of the world, but men can't do this. I was telling my husband, I was like, men cannot do this. When I experienced that labor, I was like, there is no way on God's green earth a man can do this. No way. Kathy says, okay, we'll update you in the coming weeks by email. Okay, great, cool. Can't wait to hear it. Send it by email and just write everything because then I'll read it and I'll get back to you. Guys, if you heard anything knocking, it's my cat and he's like, wants to follow. He wants to be part of the action anyway, so just ignore it because I like my animals, but I'm not like a fluffy animal person. I also teach him discipline. Like if I'm doing something, you can't just like come and like demand to be there. So yeah, anyway, let me know. What are you guys like? I want to know what everyone's like buying and stuff, like, or what's everyone stalking? I put this, I think, on my Facebook page, like, what's everyone trying to buy and stuff? I was on Dior's website yesterday, I was just looking, you know, for like my next European trip, which I think will be in summertime. It was going to be spring, but I think summer now. And I was just looking at the baby section, just to laugh. They have like a pram or a stroller with like a baby bass in it, like a cot, and it's like a pram and a cot or stroller and a bassinet in one, and it's like 6,000 euros. I'm just like, I know people have bought this for their profiles. I just know. So I'd love to know what you guys are buying, if any, and yeah, let me know. Oh, I don't know why I did that. Sorry. I'm still trying to figure out how to do these lives. Like, I'm trying to figure out like how they work because I'm just so bad at technology. Lucy, I got a pair of crocorans. They're gorgeous. Ooh, do you mind saying how much they are on here, please? Because I would like, but not worth the 5,300 USD price. Honey, you're gonna you will be getting something very special soon, I'm sure. $5,300. Do you mind if I share that on my Instagram? Because I'm trying to collect prices for exotic things specifically. It's so hard to get. Lyra says hi. Hi, Lyra. Welcome. Yeah, guys. So just drop questions and comments, topics, what we should be talk about. Like I said, I have more time now because I have childcare now. So I'm able to be, you guys, if you've noticed, like my Instagram, I'm more like active now. Like a few weeks ago, I wasn't. My mom was here, but she's gone back to her crib now. Lucy says, go ahead. Okay, cool, great. 5,300. Is it Perosis? Well, are they shiny? Croc Oasis, not Orange, okay. Crocodile Oasis, 5,300. Are they like, is it like matte or patent shiny finish? Shiny croc, yep, okay. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Now you're giving me ideas for what bait I should buy on my next European trip. Maybe I should just buy them. I'd be like, are you gonna give me something for it? Lucy says shiny, but I could swear price was the same for matte. I got them as special order shoes. Oh, wow. They definitely count for your profile. Like, I'm sure what bag are you trying to get next? Like, what's the next thing you're trying to get? They're super comfortable, surprisingly. Okay. What offer are you trying to get next? No one has been offered, by the way. Have you noticed, like, on social media? And no one who's, like, a normal client has been offered the shoulder back-in. Influencers don't count, you guys. Don't name drop influencers. I couldn't give a toss about what they're offered because we know that they're not playing the game for it. But like normal customers, like people just posting like their hauls and unboxings as like a normal customer, no one's been offered that bag. Do you not think that's weird? Lucy says B25 full croco alligator. I would die. And it's funny that you mentioned that because I think I've mentioned this before, but like I think you need to be prepared. Like if you get that offer, you have to buy that bag. Even if you're like not sure about exotics, buy it anyway because a full exotic back in 25, it doesn't come around every day. Lyra says, I'm going to go to Turkey. We'll go to Big H and Chanel and see what I get. Ooh, I would love to hear about the Istanbul Big H store, honey, because I heard it's tough over there. Lucy says, I haven't seen anyone offered a shoulder back in either. Guys, I'm sorry, just ignore the tapping. I think the thing with the shoulder back in is like I think it's also not everyone's like cup of tea as well. Like it's not for everyone, but I think it's just such a desirable bag like for collectors. So I'm very confused as to like why like people haven't really been offered it. Or maybe people haven't played the game for it because even like on the purse forum and Facebook groups and stuff, like no one has bought the bag. Lyra says, I heard they have a tax off. Oh, do they? Lucy says, I'm not a huge fan of the shoulder back in. I like the Elan a lot. I like it too. I would take the Elan if I was offered it. I'll take the Elan. Guys, hang on, wait. I'm just gonna sort my cat out. I'll be right back. Don't go away. Had to let him in, guys. Sorry about that. Lyra says, I feel like all the girls are getting back in Cellier offers lately. I saw one person offered the new shoulder back on the purse room. They said no because it's not really functional as a shoulder bag. I'm curious if the tariffs on EU might happen in the US. How will that impact pricing? Oh yeah, you guys are going through those tariff things. Agree, the Elan is better than new shoulder back-ins, actually. Did the person on purse forum say how much it was? Lucy says, I think pre-spend might not be big, like a 30 jewelry piece or croc bag. It would spike up prices, okay? If I saw one person offered the shoulder back in, they said no, it's not functional. Yeah, I think like we'll check price on purse forum. Yeah, I looked at the purse forum's thread, like the pricing thread, but I'd never seen I'd never seen like the actual shoulder bag. And there's certain bags on the purse forum that people either are not buying or are not like asking how much they are. Like the picnic mini Kelly, that is a hard bag to find like the price of. Bag Lover Lux says, hi again, congratulations. Oh, thanks. Thank you guys, you're so sweet and kind. So kind of you guys to care. I'm interested. I feel like if you're offered that bag, you should take it. Guys, I'm gonna end up like making changes to this live at some point as well, because I'm just still trying to figure out how to do these lives. I feel like if you're offered the bag, you should take it, because I feel like the shoulder backend is one of those pieces where I think you might need to live with it for a few days. Does that make sense? Like you might need to like live with it for a few days. So like because I think if you look at it initially, Lucy says there are rumors swindling that even bags like the shoulder back and Kelly Elan, Kelly Pochette will all count as quota bags. I was told all Kelly bags are quota bags in Europe. And I know that the shoulder backend is absolutely a quota bag in America. 110%. There's no question about it. And the Kelly Pochette in exotic is a quota bag in America as well. And definitely all of those bags you mentioned in Europe, 2010%. Kathy says, found the approximate price on the purse forum, not on the price thread, but the thread dedicated to shoulder backing, reportedly around 16K, so about 40% more expensive than a back in 25. That's a lot of money. I wonder what the pre-spend for that would be. It's not one-to-one. Maybe, ooh, what's he doing? I had to let him in because he wouldn't stop tapping. I wonder if it's like, maybe it's like 2-to-1, maybe? Maybe it's like a 2-to-1 kind of situation. Wish they made the shoulder back in a clutch instead. Yeah, because a lot of people are like putting it like on the crook of like their arm, or they hold it like this, they, like you said, like a clutch or like a pouch. I don't know. I feel like if you're offered the bag, you should take it. I love the shoulder backing, but I'm a bit biased due to my love for East-West bags. Yeah, it is an East-West bag. You can definitely put it in the same family as like the Teckle by Haya. Sorry, just trying to get comfortable here. Sitting on my, there you go. You could definitely put it in like the same world as like the Andiamo as well, like all of those East-West bags, and they're so trendy right now as well. I love the shoulder backing. I like the new shoulder backing. I don't care what anyone says. The vintage ones don't look cute. Thank you, Kathy. Yeah, seeing someone else reporting a more exact price of 15,200. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, great. Thanks for that, Kathy, because it's like, I'm curious about, because I don't know if it comes in Epsom. I don't know what leather it comes in. I feel like if you're offered that, you need to buy it. I feel like you just need to buy it because I feel like you'll regret not taking it. I know it's not for everyone, but think about like your lifestyle and how you could incorporate it. Because I feel like I would be so stressed if I was offered it and I was like, well, I'm not sure about it. From shoulder back and thread on purse forum. Okay, perfect. I'll go and have a look at that as well after this. Yes, definitely a special piece. I feel like you have to buy it. Lyra says, am I the only one who loves ostrich skin? Why is Big H removing it from Essos? It might be a supply issue because they have lots of new ostrich bags that they're selling. They're still making them. I think it's supply. Lucy says, I wonder how it would fit in a petite frame like mine. Yeah, I'm curious about that if you're petite. Because I think if you're petite, like you'd have to think of the way it sits essentially like on your body and stuff. Why is he doing that? Lyra says, I'm so sad. But it's just for special orders. It's not for like the normal bags. They still have like normal ostrich pieces. You might be the only one joking. I go back and forth with ostrich. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I hate it. I have a soft spot for ostrich animals though. They're cute little animals, aren't they? I read that they took away ostrich because they have trouble sourcing quality ostrich leather. Yeah, and I mean, most ostrich hides come from South Africa anyway, for like luxury brands and stuff. So taking it off special order, because we know with Big H, it's not an ethical thing. Big H don't care. Okay, it's obviously, it must be a sourcing issue, like you said. Yeah, I would guess it's something like that. But they're still making the bags. Like the ostrich bags are available for purchase. I'll definitely keep a lookout as well for my next trip, but I'm sure that they're available. There's some really beautiful ostrich pieces available as well at Louis Vuitton. So I feel like with the special order stuff as well, is like more people are being offered special orders right now. And I think it kind of makes sense just because it's not necessarily like a global economy thing, but I think it also encourages people to come back to the boutique to spend. So I have heard from a few people who said that they've been offered special orders from like February and March. Lucy says, seems like a lot of newbies are getting SOs here. Yeah, that goes with kind of the things I've been hearing too. Like, oh, hey, I got offered this. And if you think about it, in a down year, whatever this means, I feel like in a down year, they would want you to encourage you to come back to buy other things. So they know if they offer special orders, people will be super excited and will want to like stick around. Also read that in Paris, they're doing a pilot program for box bags in 4 colors. Really? I think box leather looks best in neutral colors. What colors are they doing? Lucy says, can we talk about essays randomly emailing people from the past, trying to get them to come in? I mean, it's their job. It's their job, honey. So glad LV is coming to the beauty space. Yeah, Louis Vuitton's launching a makeup line. That's going to be insane. Guys, can you like the video? If you can, that would be great. A YouTuber on here said an essay from years ago emailed her and asking her to come in. Well, that's, I don't know who you're talking about, baby. Don't mention the person's name on here, because it's not shade or anything. But an essay can't cold email you if they've already served you before in the past. That's number one. Okay, so it's not a cold email. Whatever that person's saying, woo, I don't know what she's saying, but that's not a cold email. Number one. Number two, her job is sales associate. Okay? It's not luxury associate. It's not friend associate. Her job is to sell. So I don't understand like why people are angry at people doing their jobs. Lucy says she's anti-luxury girl. Ha ha ha. Oh God, the anti-luxury crowd. Keep them away from me. Kathy said, I think the box colors are noir, rouge, beige, dark blue, and dark green. Okay, noir works for me. Dark green works for me as well. Lucy says she claims she hasn't purchased, but I don't believe her. I mean, obviously she's, again, don't mention the person, but I just, it's not a cold email if you've been to the store, because then how does the essay have your email? And obviously the person's doing their job, so I don't know. So sometimes I wonder if people, like when the people say this, like, are they part of, have you, like the people who say these things, have they ever had like a real job? Because in a real job, particularly like a sales or a marketing job, that is normal in all lines of sales and marketing, like someone doing their job. Is it surprising? Sure. But maybe you haven't had a real job. So someone doing their job is like a shock to this person. So I'd like that person to sit down. Bye. Lucy says, ha 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 ha, you're cracking me up. Yeah, I mean, so what? She emailed her. I mean, so what? Hermès stuff is expensive. If someone from Hermès is emailing you, it means that they think you have money. So, you know, you can buy, you cannot buy. It's up to you. How much is the Birkin 25 that you want to buy? in full alligator. I haven't seen. Lyra says, still gagged over those e-commerce influencer Dutch boys living Dubai being allegedly caught with snow. Okay, we're going to talk about that in a second, Lyra. Kathy says box bags seem to be limited, like Kelly, 20 to 32, back in 25, 35, Constance, 18. Ooh, that's interesting. Lucy says she's trying to say it's slow. Personally, I think it's slightly slow. It's very busy on the weekends. Last I checked is 54K. We're not sure of the price change. Yeah, I mean, first of all, yeah, of course, it's pretty quiet year round. I mean, it's quiet like worldwide right now, but quiet in luxury is relative. There's still people going to shops, maybe not as many people as before, but like the brand just gave out bonuses to their employees. Like they're fine. Now, Lyra just brought up an interesting topic, which is these like two luxury YouTubers from the Netherlands. They're called the Onuha brothers. They work in my line of work, e-commerce and marketing. And they claim to be making like $30 million a year and have allegedly been caught in the UAE pushing pee, or allegedly been caught in the UAE trafficking snow. You can't write the names of these actual things on YouTube. If you say, it's going to get my live demonetized. So don't say the D word, DRUS. Don't say that. And don't say the actual government name for snow. Don't say that either, because then you're going to get me. So allegedly, so they were posting, there's a YouTube channel. If you put Samuel Onuha in YouTube, it'll come up. He was doing luxury unboxings, shopping hauls. I'm not worried about his stands coming because he has been arrested. So they need to focus on that. And him and his brother have been arrested in Dubai for trafficking snow, allegedly. They were filming luxury unboxings, luxury hauls, shopping spree videos, like videos, me going shopping, here's me shopping here, here's me shopping there. They were doing like $50,000 big Gucci videos. They're doing $70,000 Prada videos or whatever. Lucy says, oh my God, that's some tea. The UAE does not play good luck to them. Yeah, I mean, they're cooked. They are cooked right now. Okay. They're absolutely cooked. I'm not laughing at them like, ha. I'm like clutching my pearls. So because like they work in e-commerce, this like blew up in the e-commerce world and like e-commerce Facebook groups and stuff, because they would always boast about how much money they were making. They were saying they were making like $2.5 million a month, like with Shopify stores and websites and so on and so forth. But now we know where that 2.5 million USD was from. And like they were giving like grug dealer vibes for sure with some of that stuff, you know? Vipi? Ukiondoka naye uondoke naye kwa sawa nasumbua. That's my husband. The cat doesn't want to leave. Lucy says, why are scammers so loud? I swear, I shouldn't say scammers, but criminals. Yeah, but scammers are criminals though. Why are criminals so loud and flashy? Okay, here's the thing. We were actually talking about this because there's a video of them on their channel, and they're brothers basically, where they're driving around in Amsterdam, right? Because they're Dutch. And they're in a thugged out, piped out Lamborghini, talking about business and becoming a millionaire in your 20s and all this stuff. You know, those are like the typical scamming vibes. You're in a thugged out Lambo talking about, Lucy's like, I don't trust any of these YouTubers selling courses. I'm about to go into it. They were selling courses, how to like make millions on e-commerce. If you're making millions with your own Shopify website, why do you need to sell courses? Lyra says it was too much. Lyra says when they moved to Dubai, I knew they're on one. Scam, exactly. It's a scam. Because if you're making money legitimately, if you're making $2 million a month, as they claimed, 2.5 million a month, legitimately, okay? If you're making that money legitimately, you don't need to do a course for like 5,000 euros or $10,000. You don't. Lucy says they probably made bank selling courses. Yeah, that's the scam. Exactly. Cece says Netflix doc, here they come. Definitely. Lucy says there was something similar happened. This big American e-commerce coach, Kevin, he had to pay back his victims. Oh, is this the guy that was on the the Lifetime Millionaire reality show, he was also a scammer. There are a lot of scammers in the e-commerce space because, yeah, that guy, he was such a scumbag on that show, marrying millions. That's it. I remember watching him and thinking he was such a jerk because he was like, oh, I'm a millionaire, but I don't want to pay for dates. I was like, boy, bye. Boy, bye. Bye. Treating that beautiful girl like trash. Yeah, she was beautiful. Whole time he was a scammer. Exactly. That's probably why he didn't have like any legit money. Marrying millions is some tea. Do you know what happened with the old man that was with Bree? No, I don't know what happened to him, but he had legit money. So these brothers, so they've been allegedly jailed in Dubai, and they have gone off social media. They're not on social media, and that's like the number one sign that someone's a scammer. Is like their social media goes dark. I know you're thinking your social media went dark. I was responding to people's messages. Lyra says they're partying in Ibiza, Monaco, and LA. Exactly, and it wasn't clear like how they had money. Lucy says he's a predator girl. Court's got him. He touched young girls, and it was on video. Oh my god, that's horrible. Ew, gross. Lyra says they had a custom Cullen on Rolls Royce. Yeah, okay. So I just want to finish the Amsterdam thing. I got suspicious of them when I watched the Amsterdam video because they're like driving around Amsterdam city center, going luxury shopping in a piped out, thugged out Lamborghini, talking about business and how to be a millionaire. And it's like midday. And you supposedly have an e-commerce business that you make $2.5 million a month from, but you're driving around your thugged out Lambo and it's not your day off. I was like, this is giving snow dealer. This is giving snowmobile dealer. They're very like intentional in who they're targeting. They're targeting like young boys, you know, and young men who are vulnerable, you know, like men who are like 18, 19, 20 are very vulnerable to this type of messaging. It's just, anyway, they've been arrested, honey. They have gone off social media. Their Instagrams are off. They're not posting. They're posting, you know, as Lyra said, custom Cullen and Rolls Royce. That's like £500,000. Lucy said Lambo's probably a rental. A lot of these young YouTubers flexing millions. Red flag, exactly. Lyra said talking about how they made more money than most professional soccer players too. Yeah. They were saying how they made more money than like the Dutch football team. And I'm like, bullshit, you make more money than them. Give me a break. I see they're only 23. Yeah, and they're perpetually 23. They also lie about how old they are. Because there was like another one where this guy, he was saying like, oh, I'm 22, and I swear I was like, you've been like 22 for 5 years. You're like clearly 30, stop. Lucy says, thoughts on the Burna Boy drama, ha 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 ha. Okay, can you explain like in detail, like the fact that he didn't buy Sophia one, but he bought like another woman one? Is that what you're talking about? Lucy said they lie about their age. These two brothers lie about their age because he's perpetually like 25, and I swear he's been 25 for like 4 years. Because it's that whole like, I'm a millionaire in my early 20s. It's like, okay, whatever. Yeah, he promised the girl a car and didn't deliver after he with her. But he buys girls cars all the time. I'm gonna need my car. I'm gonna need that car. Yes, God. And it's going to be a Rolls Royce. And she went on the internet dragging him. Lyra says the younger brother bought a G-Wagon. Guys, I want a G-Wagon, and my husband was like, it's a grug dealer car. It looks like a grug dealer car. It does, doesn't it? Then claims she can buy one for herself. Okay, she can buy one, she needs to buy one. Lucy says, haha. Lucy says, my thing is she should have got that car before you gave up. Exactly. Get the car first before you give up the cookies. I agree. Get the car first, but also he's not a gentleman. Like, he should keep his word. If he said he was going to buy her a car, he should buy her one. Did you guys hear about this guy? He's like an American basketball player. He's called Anthony Edwards. He's like 23. He has like 5 kids with like 4 different women. And he's like asked this woman to like waive his parental rights, and he was like, I wanted her to delete the baby. She wouldn't delete it or whatever. I was reading about that today. I was like, this is a mess, honey. He earns like $42 million a year. Lucy says, I want a G-Wagon, but I've heard horrible things about maintenance. You know, we have these Range Rovers here and they're also maintenance queen. They're like maintenance princesses. So I'm used to it by now. Anastasia, hi, hun. I love the G-Wagon, but Edwin's right. It does look like a drug dealer car. It does. Lucy says, ha, 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 ha. Yeah, he has so many kids. Yeah, Anthony Edwards' situation's a mess. I mean, it's a mess, honey. You know, like with sports, I'm more into like football, like European football, but I'm not a basketball person. I just heard the drama on the gossip blogs today, and his contract is like $42 million a year, and he has 5 kids by 4 different women. And then he's 23. The latest woman is 37. I mean, I'm 38. Just an off-topic sidebar here about this thing. Being 38 and going after a 23-year-old man, he's a whole boy. That is a boy. Honestly, I was like, no, this is really gross. And then him to sign away his, like, he's like, I'll pay child support, but I don't want anything to do with the baby. It's like, you are a baby yourself, weirdo. Lucy says, I think these girls think they hit the lotto trapping the guy. Stupid. Times have changed. I mean, they definitely changed because he, you know. Lyra says, I don't care, I love a G-Wagon. I think my husband and Anastasia are right. It does look like a drug dealing car. It does look very like a drug dealing car, you know? But I love the all black one. And he was like, oh my God, that one really screams, I just got, you know, money recently. I'm like, I don't care. Lucy says, PJ Washington makes bank too. Okay, I don't know who that is. His baby mom was only getting 2 a year while his wife decked out with the best Hermès collection I've ever seen. His wife, look, these women who can stay married to these men and they have mistresses who are on Instagram, even 2K a month is nothing if a man is like really wealthy. I don't know how these women do it. I get staying for the kids and staying for money. Me personally, I would just go to court and you will pay me. 2K is nothing to these athletes and these ballers and like financiers and stuff like that. And I get that, like, because you know, like the whole thing about athletes is that they're like stupid, right? A lot of these women think that these athletes are stupid, so they're easy to like take advantage of. She's the wife, of course she should have the best Hermès collection. You're the mistress, you can't have the best Hermès collection. She's the wife. Kathy says, PJ Washington's an NBA player. Okay, basketball. 2K is nothing. Yes, pennies to them. I mean, it's nothing. Lucy says, 2K is nothing to even a 9-to-5 guy in a big city. It's pathetic. These men are starving these women. Lucy said starving. That's amazing. I wish I came up with that. Lucy said 2K is nothing. He had the baby with the girl before him. Oh, he had the baby with the girl before he met his wife. I'm sorry. You're not his wife, baby. You're not his wife. Should have got that ring. Should have married him. Should have locked him down. Should have locked PJ down. You should have said, PJ, private jet, Washington, I'm gonna need a ring from you today. Thank you. Natural diamonds, of course. Lucy says the baby mama's older than him too. Yeah, I mean, I just, baby mama's 33, he's 26. It just feels creepy to me. I don't have any issues with age gap relationships, but I think 33 and 26, you as a 33-year-old woman, you're in a different space to a man who's 26. You're in a different headspace. Does that make sense? Am I making sense? You know, like Leangelo Ball, whatever, and Miss Nikki Baby, she was on Love and Hip Hop. I watch all the Love and Hip Hop shows. She's 33 as well, and he's 25. And she has 2 kids with him, and he left her for another woman and got another woman pregnant. I mean, I'm like, he's 25. Like, what do you expect? Or 24, whatever. Exactly. I.e. Drea Michelle. Exactly. And Drea is like, I mean, these women know what they're doing. So I can't really feel sorry for the men because it is so obvious that these women are not there because they like their personality. There's a degree of hypocrisy as well from the men because the men like how these women look. So it's just a little segue because I was just on Instagram today. I saw everyone talking. I was like, who's this Anthony Edwards guy? I had no idea who he was. So I was like, who's this? And then I'm like, how do you have 5 kids by 4 different women at 23? How? Lucy says, they're just desperate and the older men see through the BS. Yeah, the older men see through the BS. Lyra says, like, what conversations they have with these boys? There's no conversation a 38-year-old woman can have with a 23-year-old man. What do you have in common? You have nothing in common. Cece says, don't know what they're thinking having these expectations for 25-year-old boys. Capital BOYS. Yeah, facts. Like, what? You have nothing in common. Like, I don't really, you know. Lucy says the girls are gorgeous, but they need to take those good looks and find regular guy, respect them, take care of them, enough prioritizing athletes. That's what I don't understand. What about like financiers or someone who works at a bank or like a doctor, a lawyer? Doctors and lawyers make a ton of money. Or like an IT guy, they make loads of money. They make Chanel money. They make Hermès money. I don't understand. I'm just like, because I don't know. I'm just so confused and bewildered by it. The thing is would a doctor put up with an IG model? A doctor doesn't have the schedule to like take to the IG model to the club, especially ones with OnlyFans. No, they're not going to date any with OnlyFans. No shade to OnlyFans girls. Oh, no. I'm going to stand on business on this. If you are doing OnlyFans, you are not going to be able to attract that kind of caliber of man. I'm sorry. If you're doing OF, you are not attracting a doctor. You're not attracting a lawyer. You're not going to attract a high-ranking tech executive. You're just not. Let's keep it real. Guys, the jig is up. People can do what they want with their lives. You can go live your life. But you're not going to attract those types of men. Sorry. We all know it. I'm just going to be the one to say it. I'm postpartum, so you can't shout at me. Woohoo! You can't have a go at me now. Okay? A doctor can buy a girl a G-Wagon. You can buy a girl a G-Wagon. I don't know why. Lucy says, did you see the OnlyFans model who got an old man spend $1 million? He sued it for a bag. No, I didn't. Honestly, the OnlyFans stuff, I'm not a prude by any stretch. It's just to me, it feels like kind of like a parallel universe that I don't really understand. It's just a weird. My limit is the Drea Michelles of the world. Drea hasn't done an OnlyFans yet, so that's like my limit. My limit is like the Dreas of the world and the Anthony Edward baby mums of the world right now. That's like my limit right now. Drea knows how to finesse men. Like, Drea got pregnant at 39, pregnant. He is 22, right? 22. What? Oh, you got to look up Bob House. What's crazy is these girls are popping. It's by designer sad. Some are very wealthy though. I don't know. Some of this stuff, I think like, for example, I remember speaking to a glamorous and we were talking about like the whole sugar baby thing. And she was like, would you watch unboxings, Hermès unboxings from sugar babies? I'm like, me personally, I'm just not interested. And it's not me taking a moral position or judging anyone for their lifestyle. I don't care. I'm just not interested. So it's like, I have my limits with certain things that I find interesting. Like, what story can you tell for Birkin Bait? You went in there with your sugar daddy as a man, bought your $50,000 bracelet. That's not really interesting to, I think, you guys and those of you who support me. Dream's son is the same age as her baby daddy. Oh, Drea's, Drea's, yeah, exactly. Her first child is 22. Her baby daddy is 22. I cannot, that's weird. That's crazy. That's, yeah, Drea, yeah. Yeah, no. I'm sure the baby daddy can buy her multiple G-Wagons and stuff like, and also look, as much as I love beautiful things, that lifestyle that these women live with these men, it's not worth it's because they can't code switch, they're not elegant. Our first lady is a format, but she can code switch into an elegant wife and has many fans. Okay. We won't talk about her. We'll talk about her. Is this the baby daddy she's suing for the house? Or is that someone else? No. The man she's suing for the house is a former partner, ex-boyfriend. She got pregnant when she was living in his house. So she was cheating on her former boyfriend. KE, what's up, girl? I don't think it matters who's paying for the bags. Oh, baby, it matters to me, honey. I just can't. Because if you're doing that, I don't know. There's something about that's not glamorous to me. I don't know what it is. I think it's just a me thing. Yeah, you still have the bag. That's true. You still have the bag. Lucy says it's so ghetto girl. Oh my god, getting pregnant or living in his house. That's her ex-boyfriend who's trying to evict her from the property. Then she gets pregnant with this young baller's baby. But she's trying to hold on to the house. I'm like, you need to go live with your new boyfriend who's going to be the father of your kids. Guys, I'm going back to the unfiltered me. I hope none of you are offended, but these are just my opinions. Everyone can share their opinion. We're all entitled to our opinion. I think Katie says that's also messy. That's messy. You are living in your ex-boyfriend's house. You believe you have a right as a tenant to live there. You cheat on him. You get pregnant with another man's child. Go live in that man's house. Remember that scene in Friday when Craig's girlfriend is coming out of the car and she sees Neil Long coming out and Neil Long's looking at her and she's like, go ask that bitch for some money. That's what it gives. She's like, go ask that bitch for some money. Like, because remember he's like, oh, can I borrow some money? And she's like, go ask that bitch for some money. That's what this gives. Lucy says there's one creator on here, love. She has a rich boyfriend, does bottle service, love the look, and she gets it's not me to vibe. She's like, whatever. That's different. If you're in a relationship is completely different. And I think I've said before, I'm from a culture where men pay for everything here. It is culturally unacceptable for you as a woman to pay for things here. That is not the same as like that stuff. Lucy says, dreads me reeks desperation. I don't know. She was getting featured in Forbes 20 years ago. Now she's trapping 20. She trapped him. He's 22. He's 22. She's 39. Bougie Stock Lover Doc says, it's not just a you thing. I have absolutely no interest in hearing about a SB's MS story. I'm too grown. Yeah, I'm just not interested. I don't care. I don't care if it's a Kelly doll. I don't care if it's a back in 25 Croco. I couldn't even bring it to you guys as a Birkin bait story. And that's how I know I'm not interested. Because even if someone was like, oh, my sugar daddy bought this for me, do you want to feature it on your channel? I'm like, no, because I'm going to have to tell you guys the context. So people don't feel bad about themselves. Like, oh, this person walked into Madison Avenue and bought a crocodile Birkin. Oh, wait, her sugar daddy did. It's like, what? Lucy, same in my culture, men got to pay. Exactly. So in my culture, it's completely normal for men to pay for everything. Like if your boyfriend or husband doesn't pay for everything, people are like, does he love you? So I think that's different. Someone with a generous partner, generous boyfriend or husband, that's completely different. You're like in a relationship. I think for me, it's like these women who trap these athletes or trap these male celebrities, you have to kind of be like, how can you feel good about yourself just trapping people with babies? I have had a baby for 5 weeks. I couldn't imagine being like, I'm going to trap a man to produce a child so he gives me money. It's just, I can't. Anyway, I'm sure they're getting the G-Wagon though. I told my husband, buy me the G-Wagon. He thinks it's a drug dealer car. The American are so boring. The Russian girls in Dubai, they're killing it. One has like 3 back in 20 croc. She has 3 of the back in 20 crocodile bags. Those are beautiful. Guys, I posted the price of the back in 20 crocodile in America. It's $43,000 US. I posted that on Instagram stories a while ago because one of the glams was offered one, which is so exciting. 43,000 USD before pre-spending. 43 is an awful, but the pre-spend is going to be insane. The pre-spend for that has to be crazy. I would say the pre-spend for that, minimum, 60, maybe even 70. Bougie says, I feel sorry for the children that are caught in the crossfire. Yeah, the innocent children who are caught in this, like the Anthony Edwards thing, it's like a 4-month-old daughter, and he's going to pay child support, but he doesn't want to meet her. He doesn't want to, the girl does not have his name. The child doesn't have his surname. He doesn't want to meet her. He wants nothing to do with her. And I'm like, why punish an innocent baby though? Like, I get that you're angry at the mother, but why punish the baby? The baby's innocent. Lucy says more than 60 or 70. Yeah, I agree. Maybe even 100. I think B20 is years of loyalty in previous lives. I think back in 20 is Himalaya level. What do you think of the new LV Rivage bag? I kind of like it. Kay says, yeah, I love it. I think it's so perfect for summer. I think it's such a like, I think it's such a summer bag. I feel like Louis Vuitton owning 2025. I don't know what Hermès, Chanel, and Dior are doing, but Louis Vuitton is that chick right now. Like, she's that chick. Tell me if I'm wrong. Louis Vuitton, literally, in December, she was on a sleigh. In January, she's on skis. In February, she's on roller skates. Like, I don't know what she's doing, but she is crushing it. I kind of like it. I think it's really, really pretty for summer. Lucy says, LV been killing it. I love that fan bag. Oh, that fan bag was so cute. So great for collectors. Ballet dancer. Hello, Haya, and to the baby. Hello. Katie says, yes, I really like it. Oh my God, the fan bag's really stunning. Yeah, it's beautiful. They've been really on it. Pertaining to what we just said about the Birkin 20, yeah, I think it's probably 100. It's probably 100. Like, the loyalty. Can you make the Birkin 20 as an SO? No, you can't. You can't. The Birkin 20 initially was released as an exotic only bag, and I think now it comes in other skins. Cece says, oh, I want to justify, I want that fan bag, but I can't justify. The price is crazy. How much is it in dollars? Because I think in euros it's like 3,000 or 4,000. It's a lot of money. For what it is, it's a lot, but it's beautiful. Ballet says hello to the chat too. Hello. Lucy says, how much is it? I think it's like, what, 4,000 euros? But I know the dollar price will be insane. Katie says, what would be your ideal special order if you could choose any? Oh, man. If I could choose any, I would do like a mini Kelly and croc with like a pink mini Kelly, maybe in like rose shocking and croc, even though I know that rose shocking doesn't come in crocodile. And then the interior would be pink as well, maybe like rose azalea, like two contrasting pinks. So the interior would be pink, the outside would be pink, but two different pinks. But definitely be like a pink mini Kelly and crocodile. Lucy says, I don't think that's awful compared to the crazy high price of Chanel. Yeah, I don't think so either. Oh, I have a Chanel video coming this week as well. Lucy says mini Kellys and croc are stunning. They are stunning. Oh, Cece says 3,950 USD. I mean, yeah, so that's a lot. That's a lot for a canvas bag. That's like a special piece. It's not permanent. It's just coming right now. It's just coming right now. And also, the bag is small. It is not big. An essay had posted like a video of it, and you know how they try and make it look like it's huge, guys. It's a massive fan. No, it's not. It's not big. Sorry to ask you guys this, but could you like the video? That would be great. Like, it's not that big. It's like a fan, yeah? So yeah, I think I would do something like that. Like, that would be an Rose Sherazade, or however you spell it. Yes, that's the color I'm thinking of. It. They don't do it in Rose Shocking, but Rose Sherazade is one of their exotic colors. Yeah, exactly. Something like that. And then like with a contrasting pink interior. Like, but not too contrasting, so I don't like it to be too jarring. So I would do something like that if I was ever offered one. What does everyone think of the Kelly Pochette? It's a must-have. I think we all probably need one. I would take that as well if it was offered. I think it looks great in every single leather that it comes out in, because it comes out in Swift, in croc, in ostrich, in lizard, and in Douglas suede. And if you get offered the suede one, you have to buy it, even if you don't like suede, because it's so rare. Lyra says, would it be shiny or matte? Oh, shiny, shiny. Cece says, I actually prefer it. Well, what would you guys do for your SOs? What would you guys do? That's a great question, by the way, KE. Cece says, I actually prefer it to the mini. Yeah, it's so cute. So very cute. And it's one of the very few bags that's like, for right now, in Swift, it's still priced okay. Kathy says, like, thank you. Thanks, guys. Thanks so much for liking. Lucy says, shiny croc, Kelly Pochette, gorgeous. Yeah. MK and pink croc too. Yeah, exactly. And again, there's some of these bags, or Vuitton if that was an option. Yeah, Vuitton's a beautiful color. There's some of these bags where it's like, I feel like you need to take the bag if it's offered, because we all know the situation. They don't give you what you want, but you have to be open-minded. Swift is not cheaper. JW Miller says Swift is not cheaper than Epsom. I wasn't talking about Swift in general. I was talking about Swift concerning the Kelly Pochette. For right now, the bag is priced okay, because the Kelly Pochette is no longer made in Epsom. Kathy says, would love a KP. It's apparently more spacious and usable than the MK2. I heard that you can fit an Android phone. I'm filming this on my phone. I only use Android. I don't have an iPhone. I heard it fits an Android phone. So that for me would be ideal. But I would make a Mini Kelly fit this phone. I feel like my phone, it would be okay. Lisa used to hate on Swift, but it's growing on me. It holds color nicely. I think the KP is one of the few last bags that's priced well, considering for what it is. For right now, excluding pre-spend, obviously one would need to pre-spend for it in your store, depending on how competitive it is. And then there are also like caveats. So like, if you're in a place that's not super competitive, if they have one, they'll probably sell it to you. My store says it's rarer than the MK. They make fewer of them for sure. So yeah, that's accurate. I think this year we're gonna see them because they have like those bags that they're gonna be producing. So like the shredded Mini Kelly, you know, like the Mini Kelly I previewed on my video, the Mini Kelly Pompeel, you know, like the shredded one. KE says, I saw the SO list that's out now. I would do Versa with Cray, ooh, on the outside, and a bright color on the inside, like Kelly 25 or Kelly 28. Oh wow, that is nice. That is nice. That is really nice, actually. That would also just like, that would really just, it would be such an interesting reminder like every day, because it's just such a great like juxtaposition of both colors. I think also just like, because this is what I wanted to say. This is like something I specifically wanted to say on the live, because I knew there are certain things I wanted to talk about with you guys today. I think like this year has been last year was a strange year for the luxury industry, right? This year, brands are kind of getting back on their feet again. I feel like now is the time like to be seen at the store at any brand. It doesn't have to be Hermès or Louis Vuitton, any brand that you like. Bally says, I like the Chanel mini bags. They're very cute. KE says, new Hermès bags you think are ugly. A lot of their bags are ugly. I really do not like the Arsan bag. It is very ugly. Guys, can you like the video? Sorry. Leo says, can you SO Lizard, Mini Kelly, and Ombre? No, you can't SO Lizard. It's only like if they make it. Again, I think it's a supply thing. I agree with you. Now is the time, especially if you're American. Yeah, now is the time to be seen at the store for any brand. It doesn't have to be Hermès or Louis Vuitton or Chanel or Dior. Any brand that you like, now is the time to go. And I know some of you are like big spenders at the boutique, and some of you are like really, really like big spenders. I feel like they like to invite new clients to the cruise fashion show. I talked about this in the email newsletter a few weeks ago, which by the way, I'm gonna send a new one on Friday. They like to invite new clients to the fashion show. So I think if your spending is good, now is the time to be seen, because I think they're more inclined to invite new people to things like the fashion show and like very exclusive events. If that's something that's important to you, I think that would be such a cool experience to like go to the fashion show, to like cruise. Dior are known for doing this. Like Dior definitely will look at the people who spend the most, and then every store will nominate someone to go to the cruise show or the spring summer show. Kay says, my LV and HSA have been hitting me up out of the blue lately. Yeah, the girls are working, honey. You need to work to get a check. I mean, I'm not mad at them for working. I'm not mad at all. That is their job. Like, that is what they're supposed to do. So, you know, they got to hit you up. You know, they need you in the boutique. Ballet says, please hit the like button. Yes, please do, you guys. Thank you. That is awesome. So I think now is the time to be seen. Now. And I feel like things like going to the fashion show, I think it's fine if you've spent a lot of money to like mention it to your essay now, because I feel like they're more inclined. I also think smaller brands that have a lot of prestige, when I say smaller, I don't mean that they're irrelevant. I just mean it's not Louis Vuitton, Hermès, Chanel, Dior, Gucci. Like YSL, if you have a great standing there and you spent a lot of money there, I feel like they'll probably be willing to work with you. I haven't been to the boutique since like September. Well, you might be busy. Maybe you're like ordering through your CA or your SA. But I feel like now is the time to pop back in to the store and be seen. Now is the time. Louis Vuitton's feeling herself because of these Murakami drops. Guys, I want to tell you something. Okay. So, Lyra says, my Bulgari SA texted me to warn me of a 30% price increase next month, asked me to hit her up if I want to reserve anything. Go, the SAs are checking the girls, honey. The SAs are reaching out. I love it. I love Bulgari as well. Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of like these comments like on Murakami videos and these like luxury videos, and people are like, oh, I'm so tired of the Murakami collection. I'm so tired of YouTubers and influencers and vloggers talking about the Murakami collection. But it's like, if you're so tired about the Murakami collection, why are you watching the video, guys? People are posting the things the girls want to watch. Right now on YouTube, it's quiet. It's crickets on YouTube right now for the girls. You guys have turned up for me today. God bless you. I'm so happy there are 15 of you in this live. That's a lot for me. It's very quiet these days. So the girls are going to keep posting Murakami because that's what the girls want to watch. Kathy says, recently I was in Palo Alto H, which I know from your videos is notorious for dragging. It is. That location is horrible. But it was crickets and the SAs were almost too keen to help me out. Palo Alto is not my home store. It's crickets right now for the girls. Definitely crickets. So now is the time to be seen. Definitely for all of the girls. And imagine that's Big H, and Big H didn't lose money like last year. They're making money. They're like one of the very few people with Prada and Brunello Cucinelli who are doing fine. And even for them, like, you know. So I guess what I'm saying is like, even on YouTube, it's really quiet. Only the top tier brands are the ones getting attention. I saw someone left a comment on like another YouTuber's page saying how like YouTube is getting really boring because everyone's just posting the same stuff. People post the same stuff because a lot of people watching. And if you think about it, it makes sense. In a quieter time, people want to watch things that feel comfortable to them, and people don't really want to venture to try new things. So you can't really expect people to post like unique brands that they're not familiar with. If someone's a Louis Vuitton girl, they're going to stick with Louis Vuitton. If someone's a big HG, she's going to stick with big H. If someone's a big C girl, she's going to stick with big C, and so on and so forth. Does that make things a little bit repetitive? Yeah, maybe. But if you don't like it, go watch something else. I mean, I don't really understand these like critiques. I don't understand the critiques about the Murakami collection. If you don't like Takashi Murakami or those collabs, please go watch other things. Bougie stock lover doc says, so much uncertainty in the US economy. So yeah, those SAs are trying to secure a check, can't blame them. Yeah, and again, with the US, there's a lot of political stuff going on right now. I rarely get political. I try and stay away from it because you can never make anyone happy. It's a super stressful situation. So the way I'm using my channel is like, when you come here, like we'll avoid political talk. But yeah, of course, there are some economic headwinds, particularly in the US. We're seeing it with tariffs and all of this stuff. So, that's going to make it hard, for SAs. But I must say, in October, there were some SAs in Paris who were like, can I help you? But for the most part, I got dragged. People will drag you. Lucy says, I think this quarter is going to be a tough one for retail sales. Okay, interesting. Bougie says, I agree, Lucy. So yeah, I mean, I think people need to watch the things that they want to watch, but don't be angry at YouTubers for doing what they need to do to make their channels survive, because as Lucy's saying, it's going to be a tough time in the US for retail sales in America. That's going to reflect with YouTube content as well. So only the stuff that is bringing people is the stuff that the girls are going to post. And I'm not defending people posting the same thing. Even me, I post like things that I think you guys want to watch. But I have dragging videos coming next week. I have new releases that are not Louis Vuitton or Hermès or Chanel. I have a Chanel video coming this week, but those are the things that people want to watch. So if retail sales are down, then that means you're going to see influencers continue to post these luxury is over videos. I'm tired of seeing these videos because they're just so clickbaity and they're exhausting to watch people just talk the same nonsense. I know you're like, you don't have to watch it. I don't, okay? But sometimes it will just come up on For You, and I'll be like, let me just watch it for 5 minutes. And it's like, luxury's dead, guys, because I'm not buying anything. Lucy says, luxury's over has hijacked YouTube. Yeah, I'm tired. I need the girls to find something else to talk about. Lucy says there's so many videos all the time, it's exhausting. Yeah, and also it's kind of patronizing and condescending if you think about it. What people are saying is, because I'm not buying anything and I'm the center of the universe, that means that it's over. Say it's over for you and your wallet, but the rest of us are interested. Like, I want to know what people are buying. Like, I want to know if you think I should go waste 1,000 euros buying Dior baby clothes for boys. Is that a good idea? Yes or no? I want you to tell me, should I go and buy, waste 1,000 euros buying Louis Vuitton baby clothes? Yes or no? Like, I would like to know if you think I should shop at Totem, because I think Totem is going to be like one of my brands right now. I'm liking the things they're doing. Like, it's really getting exhausting hearing it. Ballet says, I tune in for a few minutes, then leave. Yeah, same. I'm just like, oh. Lyra says, oh my God, did you see the hideous Chanel shoes that look like a handbag? Yeah, those were hideous. Lucy says, oh my God, I love that little clutch. Totem, right? Totem, yeah, Totem's, oh, yes. I think me as a minimalist is like Totem. But she says it's definitely not dead, but it's changed greatly. Yeah, it has, you're right, absolutely. Tanya, hi Tanya. Hi Kim, hope you're doing well. Oh, thank you, I am, welcome. Yeah, luxury has changed. I just don't know if we need 500 videos repeating the same thing. Like, literally, it's like the same thing over and over again. It's not bringing anything, no one's bringing anything new to the discussion. Lucy said, I was thinking of picking up the croc embossed one from Totem. Their price is very good. I really like what Totem's doing right now. The accessories, ready to wear. Yeah, and great price points as well. I'm liking this brand. I'm just wondering if it's like, are we getting to a point where it's like people are just posting the same stuff? With Murakami, each video is different because not everyone buys the same stuff and not everyone has the same interests. I've been looking for people who are unboxing like Murakami capucines on TikTok. I found like 2 people. Because there's so much product from the collab. So when people say, oh, the Murakami stuff is boring. No. Each video is different because there are different things being unboxed or shared. Whereas with like the luxury's dead stuff, it's just the same opinion being repeated in every video. Lucy says, I think a lot of people jumped on Lux bandwagon during COVID. Now those people are hopping off. It was never sustainable. Yeah, I agree. Lucy says, well, unpopular opinion, but I love the Murakami videos. I love them. I literally love them. I've watched pretty much every single one. Like literally, and I will continue to watch them. I do not care. And we have 2 more drops to go. Like we have cherry blossoms and then we have cherries. And based on how they did, mark my words now, mark my words, they will offer this man another collab, but based on new ideas. Tell me if you think I'm wrong. I will willingly bet right now they will offer this man another collab. Not right now, but with fresh ideas. Watch them do something else with this man because it has been a cash cow. Holly says, hey. Hello, Holly. Bougie says, I also like hearing their experiences getting those items, why they choose those set pieces. Exactly. Every video is different. I really enjoy that. It's not repetitive. But hearing people say luxury's dead, luxury's dead, luxury's dead is giving, I'm running out of ideas and I just need attention right now. Larissa Santon has a new luxury boutique. They have Bottega Veneta and Goya and Jacquemus, super inflated though. Ooh, interesting. Maybe next time I go to SA, check it out. Holly says, yes, absolutely. You can never sustain it. Now it's showing. Yeah, I agree. Cece says, my Fendi SA offered to meet me to their special 100th anniversary event to order a one of one. Not for a 50K minimum spend. Okay, that's the minimum spend. Okay, that makes sense. It was nice to be considered though. That's nice to be considered. And that's so special. It's a 100-year anniversary event. They had a great show as well. That show was really great. And she's doing great. Like, maybe they don't even need a creative director because she seems to be doing perfectly fine on her own. I really like that show. I've been trying to keep up with all the fashion shows and just posting them on Instagram and stuff for you guys. But I thought theirs was particularly good. I guess what I'm saying is everyone's entitled to their opinion. I'm entitled to mine. You're entitled to yours. I just don't. I've watched like 3 or 4 of those Luxury's Dead videos. Every single video says the same thing. Whereas watching a Murakami unboxing or a Chanel unboxing, each unboxing is different, or each video discussing a collection is different, because each YouTuber has different interests. Not everyone likes what I like. Not everyone likes what you guys like. So it's cool to like hear other people. Cece says that show was quintessential Fendi. I loved it. Yeah, it was a very strong show. Very, very strong. Holly says people hating on the Gucci show was beautiful. Gucci is fine. The brand is fine. It is the people running the brand that are driving the brand into the ground. Because the actual Gucci's accessories look better than a lot of the girls' products right now. Lero says, what do you think of Prada buying Versace? They haven't bought it yet, Lero. And it's driving me nuts going on Instagram yet. They have a 4-week exclusive look at Versace's books before Muccia and her husband make a decision. I don't want any triangles near Medusas. Remember, the Medusa turns you into stone, and Versace's Medusa is blank. She doesn't have any eyes. We don't need triangles in her eyes. Please, just no. No. I like Prada, by the way. I like their perfumes. Kathy says, nice. Congrats, Cece. Lucy says, Murakami is good because they brought so much drama from bad launches. True, there was so much drama. Beautiful pieces, heritage, and scarcity driving up demand. It kept us on edge in the best possible. It was really exciting. It was like watching a reality show. It was like a reality show tuning in. Like every video was different. Bougie says Gucci does amazing shoes and glasses too. They're my favorites. Yeah, they do great accessories. Their accessories look better than a lot of the girls' accessories. It's just the people running the brand who are, I think, creating problems for the house. Cece says, thanks, Kathy. I think like if you don't like something, that's fine. But I also don't understand people who don't like things. Okay, can I tell you what I don't like? If I don't like a collection, I'm not covering something I don't like. I don't like watching people, I don't like it when people will be like, I don't like Louis Vuitton, but I'm going to cover the Murakami collab. But if you don't like Louis Vuitton, why are you covering the collab? I don't like that. I'm trying to think of a brand that I don't know a ton about. I'm not a YSL person. I think I posted on stories today. I saw these like YSL logo earrings from them. It's like the first YSL piece I've liked. I like their footwear, but I don't know a ton about the brand. I wouldn't say I'm a YSL person. So I don't think it would be right to like critique a collab, you know, but of course I'm going to post pictures from their like fashion show. Lyra says Gucci looks amazing right now. I can't stand the company that's running it. Yeah, exactly. The brand is fine. The clothes are fine. It is the suits and executives who are just destroying the brand. Holly says luxury industry just needs to reestablish qualities. I'll be happy. Lucy says YSL has cute ready to wear. Quality on the leather is not there though. They have great footwear though. YSL's footwear is like, wow. If you're not a YSL person, don't bother with buying it. It'll feel out of place for you. I like YSL's footwear and their accessories, but I'm not a YSL aesthetic person. So I guess what I'm saying is like, let's say YSL was doing a collab with like a really famous person and everyone was obsessed with it. I think it would come across really insincere if I covered it. Because you'd be like, well, you don't like YSL and you don't post YSL. But I do like their footwear. I feel like if I lived in a Western country, I'd wear their boots because their boots look good. I think they make great footwear and they have like a perspective with footwear, but I'm not a YSL person. Like the heavy, like super masculine look of their clothing, it's just not like for me. But obviously the design is an icon. The brand is an iconic brand as well. YSL 2015, the quality is unreal. And I think also another thing, guys, like honestly, I don't even really care about the quality stuff anymore. I have to be honest with you guys, unpopular opinion. Again, and I think it's also part of these luxury is dead videos. It's the same kind of complaints and moans. If you think about it, every person who buys something years before says that their quality was better. If you were buying Chanel in the 2000s, you think Chanel today is whack. But there'll be someone who was buying Chanel in the 1980s. They'll think your Chanel from the 2000s is whack. There'll be someone who was buying Chanel when Gabrielle Coco Chanel was alive and be like, oh, but she died in 1971. So like, you know, I don't know. I just feel like if you care about quality, go to a tailor. Go to a seamstress. I can't watch any more videos of people talking about quality. I can't do it. C says, I love vintage YSL, especially the jewelry. I like their accessories. Lucy says that's an unpopular opinion. It's very unpopular. I'm okay. I'm okay being unpopular. You're not allowed. Holly says no. You're not allowed to say that, but I care. LOL. Lucy says I think quality is still good at some places. Laura Piano, Hermès, Brunello. There are a lot of places. Max Mara. But thank me later. Max Mara. My swimsuit. Oh my god. I can't. Just make sure if I haven't missed any of your comments. There are a lot of places. Max Mara is like undefeated right now to me. Like we need to talk about them more because that brand is sick. Lero says even cars, the older models are better quality at this point, so I don't care. I'm still after a new BMW. And oddly enough, Pucci's amazing. And oddly enough, Pucci too. Yeah, this is my point. I think it's okay for us as luxury people to say we love brands and to just say you love it. And it's okay. I don't need to buy these, but they're fun, they're glamorous, so I bought them. You know? And I think and I'm not saying that you're wrong for liking quality. There should be some quality with things that cost a lot of money. I agree. But let's just keep it real. We're not buying it because they're well made. Well made is part of the reason, but it is not the sole reason for a lot of people. Tony says, I would also like to know what people actually think is good quality because lots of people throw the word around but don't seem to qualify the statement. Well said. That's all I'm saying. Particularly for me, in my opinion, with the Chanel and Louis Vuitton debate. Like people say the same thing about Louis Vuitton. Oh, Louis Vuitton's canvas isn't as good anymore as, you know, the 2000s or whatever. Okay, but what about the people in the 80s? Like they're probably looking at canvas pieces that Marc Jacobs made and being like, oh, that's so against Louis Vuitton. But everyone talks about Marc Jacobs like he was the king of Louis Vuitton. I don't know if I agree. And I like Marc Jacobs, by the way. I like him. And I think he deserves a shot at like at a top tier couture house. Holly says, I love Pucci and Marni. Marni's a really cool brand. Lucy says things that don't fall apart, LOL. That's a great little line. Kathy says, yes, I'm a Max Mara fan too. Oh, I love Max Mara, man. I love them. I'm definitely going to go to the store on my next trip. Ballet says, some people will complain about the quality, but they won't tell you what the problem is. I think people like to complain because people are really angry at brands. But brands are not people. I think some people have like a parasocial relationship with these brands. Big C does not care. The W's do not care. If there's a brand that does not care, it is the W's. I mean, Big C, owned by the W's. Kathy says Pucci's so fun, would love more pieces. Yeah, it is. Holly says there are markers of good quality, one of them being how the leather, that's a great question by the way, Tanya, how the leather wears over time. It should improve and soften, not fall apart. Lucy says I have a Max Mara coat I love. They're constructed very nicely. Lyra asks, do you think couture's overrated? No, and let me tell you right now, because you asked me, Lyra. Once I get this snatch back, this man is going to give me his dollars and I'm going to step into that world. Because I definitely feel like I could justify buying like a dress that I would wear to work that is couture made. But once I get this snatch, because I wouldn't go to Paris looking like Moby Dick. Okay, so watch this space, but I'm using his dollars and his euros, not mine. I would definitely do it, and it would be at like I feel like it's worth it. Like a once in a lifetime dress would be worth it. Like it would be, to me, it would be worth it, and it would inspire me to like say that that's the same weight, because I'd be like, oh my god, I spent a ton of money. Holly says thoughts on Hermès couture. They need to pick a couturier to do it. I love Nadege, but they need to pick a John Galliano. I said this on Instagram. Maybe Alexis Mabie or Alexandre Vautier. Like an actual couturier who shows at Couture Week. JW Miller says couture is a piece of wearable art. Absolutely. Ballet says you will definitely get the snatch back. I'm, getting that snatch. Do not be shocked if I pop up with a custom made dress. Lyra says push present that you would love to get a diamond bracelet. I've already sent it to him. He responded to me and he was like, with the plain emoji. I'm like, see, I like how this man thinks. Lucy says Galliano. Exactly. It would really need to be someone like John Galliano, Olivier Teskins, Alexis Mabie, Alexandre Vautier, someone who's an actual couturier. Big H cannot wing this. You need to bring someone in who has couture chops and has couture credentials. Guys, hear me out. What about Riccardo Tisci for Hermès? What about Riccardo Tisci? Couturier. Tisci for Hermès, that would be insane. Think about that right now. Just throwing his name out there because I've been thinking about him lately. Holly says couture just means handmade. Sometimes make it perfectly wearable. You're saying no to Tisci. Why? Lyra says, which one? Diamond bracelet. There's this diamond, there are two. There's one that's half pave, and it's 13,500. And there's this other one that's called My First Diamond, and it's like a bar, and it's like white gold, and it's pave. It's like 2,600 euros. But I can show you the pictures on Instagram, because I have them on my phone. C says Jean-Paul Gaultier is my ultimate favorite. Yeah, even him. If he was available, and he has obviously already worked for them. But I think it's always best to go with someone new. He's already done his bit there, and they had a great run. But there are a lot of great people out there who are not doing anything right now, but chilling. JW Miller says, Hermès is a rough and tumble brand, sporty chic, hard for me to imagine for them being too artsy. I think that would be a great opportunity for them to try something new and stop being so predictable, because they're so predictable right now, particularly clothes. Tisci will make it very street. You will hate it. Tisci at Givenchy was not street, honey. Remember the couture work he was doing when he was at Givenchy? It was very sculptural, very beautiful. Lyra says, oh, which brand? Yes, I didn't even say the brand. Messika. There are two bracelets at Messika. I think if Hermès do couture, they just please take it seriously. Take it seriously. Like, don't wing it. Don't think just because you're the queen of leather goods that you can wing this. Because like Zuhair Murad is not winging it. Elie Saab is not winging it. George Obeka, Tony Ward, Tamara Ralph's couture work. Guys, I'm struggling to breathe when I look at what she's doing with couture. Those cats are not like, you know, they're not just like, oh, I'm that chick, I don't need to try. I think that they should find someone. Take it seriously. Holly says they're gonna have to take it seriously or they won't be invited to do it again. I mean, I'm sure the Federation of Haute Couture would love to have them, but take it seriously. Like, don't, of course people are gonna buy it because it's Hermès, but like 100,000 euros is a lot of money for a garment. I don't care what anyone says. Did you guys watch my video about the Chinese VIP who dragged Jean-Baptiste Valli because they gave her dress to Anya Taylor-Joy without letting her know? There was some super interesting perspectives on that video, but like there was a really interesting comment. Someone was like, oh, well, you know, like it's nothing to them. I'm like, what are you talking about? I mean, guys, I would understand if it's like a $10,000 handbag or something, but you know, $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 dresses, like they care about this stuff. Lyra says, what about an exotic capucine on the side to go with the bracelet? I would love that. Love. I need to see it in person though. I wouldn't be able to trust a personal shopper to go and get it for me. Holly says they could do all handmade leather clothing. True, but they already do that anyway. Like they're gonna need to do something else. Like they're gonna need to give the girls something else. But I'm not one to. I'm not gonna be a play hater right now because they're winning right now. So let's see. I still think like a Tisci or an Alexis Mabi or an Alexandre Vautier is the kind of person they need. Kathy says, yeah, I saw that video you made. Great one. Yeah, I mean, that was scandalous. In that video, I said, I don't care if it's Beyonce. If I have paid for that dress, it's mine. I'd be like, you better call B right now and return that dress. JW Miller says, next thing you know, Chanel will be making all saddles. Don't give them ideas. They would do it in a minute. Holly says Alexis Mabi. Yes. So someone like that, like an actual couturier who is already on the calendar. Someone with the credentials, not them winging it and thinking the ghost of Thierry Hermès means that we're allowed to wing it. No, you're not allowed to wing it. And credit to them. It's not easy to come up with new ideas. You know, like they have created a lot of unique ideas, but they don't create a lot of new stuff often. So I think people are allowed to be skeptical of whether they can do this, but let's be open-minded. I'm open-minded, just I want them to pick someone who knows what they're doing. Like Louis Vuitton collaborating with Pat McGrath, or Pat McGrath is going to be the creative director of Louis Vuitton Beauty. That is a great choice. Because it's like instant credibility in the beauty space, instantly. She has also sold her brand, so she no longer has creative control over her brand. So this puts her now in the beauty space. She's going to get a big check from doing this with them. Instant credibility for her as well, on the super, super high-end, like luxury side. JW says, night nanny, that's true luxury. Oh, thanks. When I fell pregnant, I was like, I'm getting a night nanny. And if people have a problem with that, that's their problem. But I need to sleep, I need to stay cute if I'm going to be snatched. If I'm going to get that snatch, honey, I need to rest. Holly says, yes, PM and LV. Yeah. C says, I can't wait for this Louis Vuitton. Literally, I can't wait. Like, I'm going to empty my bank account. Ballet says, I can't wait for that collab. It literally can't come soon enough. It cannot come soon. It's launching in autumn. They should launch that thing in summer, baby, because... Lucy says, McGrath makes epic beauty products. This will be good. Yeah, it's going to be great. Lyra says, Auntie Pat is proper. JW Miller says, agree about Pat McGrath. Yeah, great. Like, that's the way Hermès should have launched their beauty line. They should have launched it like that. The way Louis Vuitton is launching this is the correct way. Find someone with instant credibility, like her. Like, Big H should have done something similar, like a Charlotte Tilbury or something like that, who also doesn't control her brand anymore. You know, a Charlotte Tilbury, or like, you know, whomever, like someone with like that kind of credibility that people instantly like take notice of, and they're like, okay, cool. Because I think Hermès's beauty line is good. It's just not varied, and it doesn't have a vision. Whereas if it's like, if you put Pat McGrath there, we're gonna see a vision for the Louis Vuitton's brand. Holly says, will this be a permanent thing? LVB is permanent, and it's only going to be sold in Louis. I couldn't breathe when I saw when I saw what happened, like with it today. I was like struggling to breathe, so I had to find out the info. It's permanent. It's launching in autumn. Lipsticks, lip balm, eyeshadow palettes for launch, and obviously they'll add more products. 55 lipstick color shades. This sounds diverse. It's giving diversity. Love it. Holly says Charlotte Tilbury is so overrated. My Charlotte Tilbury lipstick says you are wrong. Okay. JW Miller says recent purchase a bunch of Murakami. Oh, wonderful. What did you get exactly? LV got me with those. Love them so much. Murakami collab is fun. It's vibrant. It's just Louis Vuitton being fun. Lyra says permanent at LV boutiques. Exactly. Only sold at Louis Vuitton stores. Kigam, are you buying anything from Cherry Blossoms? No, I'm not getting anything from Cherry Blossoms. By the time the third Cherries collection launches, I think I'll be in Europe. I'd like to have a chance to see the pieces in person. I was talking to some personal shoppers from the first Multico, but it was just so hard without seeing it in person. It's a lot of money to spend. And I was like heavily pregnant, so I couldn't travel. And when the collection launched in South Africa, I was in pain because I was like 9 months pregnant. I really wanted to be there to see it. Violet says lipsticks and lip balms. Yes, and eyeshadow palettes. Holly says, well, if LV's sales were down, they're about to make their money back. Lipsticks are cheap to make and they'll charge $100. I mean, it's literally, I want to bet right now how much this thing's going to cost. Those lipsticks are going to be 60 USD, 50 euros. Let's just, yeah. Tom Ford's beauty products, I think, are really good, but I think they're overpriced for what they are. Lucy says, have you seen the study about the lipstick effect in bad economic times? Yeah. How people spend on little luxuries of lipsticks more during recessions. Yeah, that's what Leonard Lauder from the Estee Lauder family came up with. He came up with that idea of the lipstick effect, that in a recession, people go for like little luxuries. Oh, you think? I think they'll be at least 80. I don't think they'll be that much higher. I don't think they'll be more expensive than Hermès, because I think what the girls do look at what each other's charging. They look at each other so that they can all kind of, not like not come in cahoots together per se, but I do think that they do study each other's pricing. I don't think it's going to be $80. That's like Christian Louboutin nonsense, like priced. That is an insane price. I don't think it'll be that high, but I think it'll be like 50. I think it's going to be priced like Chanel. It'll be priced like Chanel. Chanel's Cocoa Glosses in Europe is like 38 euros. I'm sure they'll release a lip gloss for this eventually. It'll be priced something like that. If they're smart, they will price it with Chanel and Dior and Hermès. Like, it should live in that price point. Tom Ford is definitely overrated. It's not that good. Hourglass is better. Tom Ford, I think it's just a cash cow at this point. Like, I don't know. He's not involved with the brand anymore. Just collecting a check, which I'm not mad at. I mean, that's life. It's business. Sorry, just checking something. Okay. I love Dior Beauty, especially backstage. Oh, guys, you know I live for Dior Beauty. Don't even talk about Dior Beauty. It's actually painful, so I just love them so much. Yeah, I'll be keen to buy some. Lyra says, I think it's going to be similar price to BK or Dior, Chanel. Louboutin lipsticks are $90. I mean, Christian Louboutin needs to sit down. No one's giving him that money. Just sit down. And I like him, but no. I mean, I think it's going to be huge. It is going to be monumentally huge. Like, Louis Vuitton have the intellectual property for a beauty line. And guys, I hate to be that person, but I did say this years ago that they should do a beauty line. And I remember some of the glamazons telling me I was wrong and it's a really bad idea. I wish those people were in this live. It's not any of you. I wish some of those people were in this live right now, eating their words. Louis Vuitton is like determined not to be a canvas brand. Louis Vuitton's like, canvas who? Like, what? We're launching a makeup line with Pat McGrath. Molly says no, I knew it would happen eventually. They have the IP for it. They don't have one. There are a lot of great brands out there that don't have makeup lines that should have makeup lines. JW says Pat McGrath's a genius. Yeah, and like I said, she's done really well. She sold her brand, so she's available. And perhaps maybe there was like maybe a non-compete, like when she sold her brand, normally there's like a period of time you're not allowed to work for a competitor, and maybe the non-compete has lapsed, so now she can do this. This will be great. And it'll be great to see her like explain, you know, what they're doing. This is going to be huge. This thing is going to be huge. Like, this is going to like, Chanel and Dior are going to be rocked. They're going to be rocked. And you know who else has a great beauty line? I think at the moment they're having some great launches is YSL. I love their makeup line as well. I love those candy glazes or whatever. I just, like in my the spring haul, I showed one of those. Love them. I hope LV's going to pay Pat well. Oh, they're going to pay her well. She'll be fine. They have plenty of money. The most profitable luxury brand in the world. they're gonna give her a lot of money for blossoms and trunk like makeup. Oh God, I'm sure they're gonna be some hard-sided pieces. They're gonna be hard-sided pieces for this. Because you know, like the promotional picture of her sitting with like the big trunk with the makeup mirror, that is gonna obviously they're gonna sell that thing. It's gonna be a hard-sided piece. They're gonna find a way to be like makeup kit, and it's like a trunk, and it's gonna be like $20,000. CC says, YSL 24-hour foundation stays in my rotation. YSL is just so well made. Great products. So what else are you guys buying, like in general? Anything really? Or is anyone going on trips or anything, or traveling or anything like that? Once I'm fully healed, I'm going traveling with my baby. Let's see how I handle that. Was anyone going on any trips, or has anyone bought anything lately that you've enjoyed? Is anything I should know about? Lucy says, I'm trying to plan a trip to see the Great Migration. Oh, intensely in Kenya. JW Miller, Vegas next week. I need to go to Las Vegas because I need to go and play roulette in Vegas. like in one of the casinos. Have you been to Mnemba Island? I haven't. I have not. But there's a really cool island if you're coming to Tanzania called Mbodia, which is like owned by the government. They're like lobsters and really cool things there. Holly says, I'm going to Dubai for 1 month in April, then I'm going to Kurdistan and Thailand. Okay, that sounds exciting. Lyra says, I want to see the packaging for the lipsticks and eyeshadow, the toiletry bags. Oh my God, the toiletry bags and the cosmetic pouches that are going to come with this collab. Oh my God. Are you planning on going to Paris this year again? Kathy says, yes, I'll be going to Paris this year. Lucy says, how do I spell that? I think you spelled it correctly. Holly says, I just bought a Celine bag, YSL black tote. Okay, that's awesome. Lyra says, I'm going to Turkey next month, can't wait. Lucy says, oh my God, Kurdistan sounds amazing. Okay, great. You guys are busy. You guys are going to all these places. But yeah, to answer you, Kathy, I am. I'm going to go to Paris. I'm going to go to Amsterdam. And then I will also have a London trip at some point. And hopefully the US, but I don't know if it'll be this year or maybe next year for the World Cup. Kathy says, I'm hoping to make it to Rome for the Jubilee. Oh, yes, that would be amazing. With husband and the baby. Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, and I think, like, everyone says it's easier to travel with newborns, like with young infants. So, like, I think that would be good for you to be in Rome then. HA, I got a VCA watch that's a necklace with turquoise. Oh, wow, that's beautiful. That sounds beautiful. I love their watches. I think I've said before, but their watches are like the main thing I like at Van Cleef. That sounds beautiful. Ballet says, I had no idea about the Pat McGrath collab. I just posted a, HA says, I know you hate VCA. I like their watches. I like their watches. If you want me to pass by the store for my next trip, I can go there and like shoot a shopping video. That's fine. But I like the watches. I get a VCA watch. Ballet says, I had no idea about the Pat McGrath collab. I'm excited. I posted it on my community tab, and I just posted it on stories as well. But I will be talking about it in a video because we need to talk about it in detail. Lyra says, wow, VCA watches are stunning. They're beautiful. They're so like intricately made. I can't speak anymore. They're so intricately made and really, really beautiful. There are a lot of great things. But yeah, I have a few trips planned because I was told now is the time to travel with a young infant because all he does is sleep most of the time. So I'll be taking advantage of that. So yeah, there'll be lots of trips. I'm going back to work in autumn, in September. So I have a lot of time off. And now that I have these nannies and stuff, I'm able to like coordinate a bit better. I must say, I think like when you're pregnant, you're treated well. You are treated like kind of well in luxury stores. I did like my husband was like, you were treated well at Cartier and Dior in Paris, like because you were pregnant. I was like, you are kind of treated well. But then I think at other places they're like, I hope you don't think you're special now, which I kind of get and I understand. Oh yeah, and then it's my birthday in April. So there's something I want to buy for my birthday. I'll keep it to myself for now. You might see me pop up with it. But my birthday is at the end of April. JW says, if I didn't have bad eyes and literally can't see the time on designer watches, I'd totally get more. Oh my God, but yeah, so some of these watches are so beautiful, aren't they? Kathy says that, yes, I've heard the same again about traveling when the baby's young before they move around or crawling, walking. Yeah, so I'm going to yeah, exactly. Just take advantage and do it now so that I can like, the places I'm planning on visiting this year for sure are Paris, Amsterdam, London, and potentially New York / Vegas. Cece says, recently bought a Fendi Nano Peekaboo Cerulean. I know you don't like blue. Anytime people say cerulean, I think of Devil Wears Prada, but it's beautiful. Pre-ordered the large Mama Baguette, traveling to Sandals Resort in St. Vincent in September for 40th. Oh, that's wonderful. The Caribbean is so, like, the Caribbean deserves more attention for holidays. That's wonderful. You're going to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. That's wonderful. And no, it's not anything against blue. It's just I'm not a blue person, but there are some blues that are really pretty and that I like. But I think that all of that sounds wonderful. Balak says, I just saw the post, OMG, I know. Lucy said, I just got back from tax. Okay, you guys are doing it big. You guys are all over the place. I love this. Just got back from tax and Caicos. That's what I mean. The Caribbean is so slept on. People have got to visit the Caribbean. There's some great places to visit there. Wonderful people as well. Great weather, and it's like, I think it's like a great place to go and like decompress if you like have a very busy lifestyle. But all of that sounds good. I need to visit Vegas because like I'm like a casino person. So we'd always planned to go, me and Edwin, before before we even thought about having a family and stuff. He was like, we'll go eventually, but it looks like we'll be going with him this time. So I don't know. I saw some people complaining on Reddit about people bringing children to Vegas, but I was like, the world has kids in it. It is what it is. Lucy says Vegas is a polarizing place. I think Vegas looks like it's perfect for me. HJ says, I know you don't talk much about being a mum, but just want to know, how has life become? No, it's not a problem. I don't mind talking about it. I mean, it's a lot. You know, I think a lot of people make it seem like it's easy, and I think there might be some like pressures on women to pretend that they have it all together. I'm really lucky that my mother was here for like the first 3 weeks. My mother was here. He's 5 weeks now. My mom she's left for the past 2 weeks, but it's a lot, you know, it's been very intense. There was a lot of sleep deprivation, but then since we got these 2 nannies who started, now my life is much more easier and I can take more time for myself in addition to taking care of him. It's very rewarding, but it is a lot, and it has taken a toll definitely as well in its own way. It's worth every minute, but it's a lot of work. Lucy says you will have fun shopping. Facts. And I'm going to the casino. Holly says I'll update you on Dubai when I'm there. Last time I was in Dubai, more there are no lines. Okay, great. JW Miller, we're bringing our 2 and 5-year-olds to Vegas, their first trip. There are plenty of family-friendly activities there. I think I agree, and I think that the people moaning about it were having a moan on Reddit, which is really skewed, right? Because it's like Reddit is like mainly men of a certain age, and they were like, people shouldn't come here with kids. I'm like, well, guess what? Kids are part of the world, so people are going to do what they want. How about that? And Jay says it definitely is a lot of work. So happy for you. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm learning as I'm getting on it. It's a lot, you know. But I think I said this before. Culturally here, it's completely normal to have a village around you and to have people who you can pull from to support. I know in the West, women are expected to do everything alone. That is not the case here at all, whatsoever. So, you know, for example, like even if I didn't have the nannies, if I needed like 6 hours to myself, it's completely normal in my culture for you to take your baby to like your cousin or your mother's house and be like, I'm going to step out for the day. That's normal, you know? So, and I think that's important because I think one thing people don't talk about is like the mother also needs time to heal and to rest. Everyone's thinking about this new baby you have, but no one's really thinking about you. That's like a discussion me and my mum had as well. Like the mum needs time to heal and rest. You just pushed a child out of your you-know-what, which is crazy really when you think about it. HA says, I remember having my baby with me in Vegas. I felt like so many people were staring at me like I'm a bad mother. Yeah, I think that there is this bad mother thing. But I will be going to Vegas this year with my baby and my husband, so people can get over it. And also, I think that a lot of people who have these assumptions on what makes someone a bad mother, people are projecting their views on you. There's nowhere that says you cannot go to Las Vegas or you cannot go to like I'm trying to think of somewhere that's like known for partying. Ibiza would be a good one. There's nowhere that says you're not allowed to go there with a child. I think a lot of people are very judgmental about these things because there are interesting discussions about socioeconomic, you know, like socioeconomic signs of having a lot of money. If you can go to Vegas with your children, that means, you know, you're doing really, really well. And I think some people are triggered by that. If you can go to like Vegas or Monte Carlo or London or Macau or wherever there is like a gambling or nightlife culture with your child and like childcare, perhaps your nanny will come with you. For some reason, that triggers and makes people really angry. I don't really understand why, because you're not paying for it. There have been some weird comments I've received as well, like, oh wow, like you just had a baby and like you already have a nanny now. And it's like, well, I mean, I don't understand, like, why is that a bad thing? Like, why do people want women to suffer? There is this kind of idea, I think, that women should suffer through this. Like, you should suffer because you're a woman. If a man had a nanny taking care of his baby, people would say he was a great father. If a woman has someone helping her, she's a bad mother. What? Lucy says, OMG, so many haters about babies traveling. I mean, I've been responding to people on TikTok like, guys, it's okay not to want kids. It's okay not to like them, and that's fine. But kids are part of society. So you have to, you know, you have to get over it. Ballet says people need to mind their own beeswax. I agree. Lucy says, sorry, I'm not putting my life on hold for a child. Baby gonna be jet setting as soon as she can. You see? See, that's why we do these lives. That's exactly how I view it. I'm gonna do what I wanna do. Okay? And he's coming for the ride. Holly says that people are so triggered over me living my best life. I want to see laugh and keep on. Yeah, it's just a tough one because people can be. I think if someone makes someone feel bad, like over like being a bad mother, or like it hurts people's feelings. You know, particularly like right now. I think I should just mention this because there might be someone watching. I haven't had like postnatal depression or any anxiety, but it's because I'm resting because I have childcare. I think some of this stuff is also tied to the woman being able to rest and to able to be like, okay, cool, I'm taking care of my baby, but I'm gonna need 3 hours so I can sleep for me. You know what I mean? So I think that whether you have a child or not, it doesn't matter. As a woman, you're gonna be judged and you will be judged. You will be judged. Whether you have kids or not, it doesn't even matter. Like, you don't have kids, you're gonna be judged. You have kids, you're gonna be judged. Lucy says, I think people want to feel better about themselves not having money for a nanny or travel by judging. The minute I got pregnant and I'd found out I was pregnant, like remember in my Paris diary story, I told my husband, I said, we are getting someone to come to help with nights. And he was like, okay, cool. I was like, whatever the cost is, we will pay. Ballet says, yeah, exactly, by judging. Ballet says, I guess those goofies who get a child once. Yeah, and I think people, it's like, you know, like with the luxury baby stuff, I'm going to end up buying them on the next trip, but I have felt weird, like, even posting it, because I think people think, like, wow, you're really frivolous with your money, like, you'd buy, like, really expensive baby clothes, because there have been some weird comments that I received from some people, like, it's a waste of money. I mean, one could argue all of this stuff is a waste of money. I want to enjoy myself wasting my money as it is. You know, so I think that there's like a lot of judgment, but ultimately we should just do what we want, you know, with our money. My birthday's coming at the end of April. So I'm trying to be strategic and I'll be turning 39. I'm trying to be strategic and think like, what do I want to buy for it? Because we'll be probably go traveling to celebrate my birthday as well. So I'm trying to think like what to buy. Because it's just, the problem, especially, it's like once you get to the store, particularly for me, just because here there are no stores, it's like I want to buy everything. So I was thinking like, maybe I can buy a bunch of stuff, or I can buy a few Grail pieces. So like the Pave Love bracelet from Cartier, or if I get offered an Audemars Piguet watch, I can buy that. But then that means I'll blow the budget. I won't be able to buy anything else. So I have to think about that. Grail, okay? I knew you guys were gonna say buy the Grail pieces. I'm thinking I should buy the Grail pieces because the prices are just going up. I remember the Pave Love bracelet when it was like 35,000 euros. It's like 47.9 today. The big one. Hey, Jay says Grail. Everyone says Grail pieces. Those... She's typed it 3 times. I love that. Grail, Grail, Grail. Like a chant. Grail, Grail, Grail. Yeah, so there's a Pave Love bracelet. That's a Grail piece. Audemars Piguet watch in two-tone steel or gold. H says LOL. And then, if you guys know this bracelet, what's it called? It's the Messika half pave bracelet. It's like half pave, It's half pave with the diamonds that move. Sorry, I said the price wrong. I said 13,000. It's 17,000 in white gold. Those three pieces. Now, I could buy all of them. I could do that. But then I will literally, I'll be sitting there looking at this man, holding this baby like, would you like to buy me something? No. Lyra says, do you like just Uncle Cartier? Yeah, I do. And you see, it's funny you say this because I was looking at the Cartier website. I was looking at the standard ring, which is like $1,200. So I have to make a decision for my birthday: fewer Grail pieces or just buy a bunch of stuff that I like. But then I'll be thinking about the Grail pieces when I'm back here, won't I? Because I'll be like, oh, the Cartier bracelet that I didn't buy. And remember in my shopping vlog when I went and tried on, remember how I told you she only let me try on when I told her I was buying the love ring? Remember in my shopping vlog? Honey, she was, I was like, can you show me the pave bracelet? She was like, I was like, I'm buying the love ring. And she's like, okay, fine. Lucy says, my thing with, HA says Masika's gorgeous. Yes, it is. Lucy says, my thing with Grail is it's better to buy the Grail. It itches the itch. Yeah, I agree. Exactly. You'll still want the Grail pieces. Lucy says, I've never regretted a Grail piece. I've regretted tinier purchases. HA says, yes, I do remember that. HA says, good points. Yeah, I agree. It won't. And when I put it on, I was like, this bracelet is everything I thought it would be. So I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about it now because my birthday's at the end of April, so I could get it then. So I just know that if I don't buy it, I'll be back here like, oh, I didn't buy it. You know? So like you said, it itches the itch. And even with the AP stuff, that's if you get offered and like you have to like get an appointment. So it's like a similar thing as well. I will request an appointment and then we'll go from there and see. And then obviously Hermès stuff. The problem is that like also with this stuff, at least for me, I don't think about resale value. That's not something I'm worried about. Have you seen the newer Cartier Pavé white gold bracelet that has even more diamonds? You're talking about the one that's like a little bit smaller? That's new? You're talking about that one, right? Or you're talking about the one that's like the same size as this one, but with more diamonds? Because I feel like, no, not smaller. No, I haven't. Could you send me a picture on Instagram? If that's okay with you? I would love to see it. Is it the same price? I think in America, the Cartier Pavé bracelet's like what, 50? Ah, the one with diamonds on the screws. Yes, I've seen that. Now, for some reason, I don't like that one. I think it's because, no, not the same price. Okay, I've seen the one with the diamonds on the screws. I don't like that one. Lucy said the Pavé's up there. Hi, Daniel. Daniel says hello all. I think I agree. I don't like the one with the screws covered. Yeah, I just don't like the one with the screws covered. Okay, also another thing. Louis Vuitton have a response to the Pavé bracelet. Have you guys seen it? It's the Empreinte Pavé. The Pavé Empreinte bracelet from Louis Vuitton. It's on the app as we speak. And it's Pavé. And it's like 30,000 euros. I could get that. Just putting it out there. One of the Glamazons called it the poor man's love bracelet. I love you guys. That's the funniest thing I ever heard. One of the Glamazons also called her bag the poor woman's Kelly. I love you guys. You guys are so real. I love it. HS says I'll have to look it up. Yeah, it's on the website right now. Lucy says LMFAO. Wait, which one is the poor man's love bracelet? It's the Empreinte Louis Vuitton Pavé bracelet. It's full Pavé. It's on the website. It's 31,000 euros. I think in America it's like 35K. One of the Glamazons was like, it's the poor man's love bracelet. HA says for 30K, poor man. Okay. Lucy says, yeah, I agree with the her bag. Lucy says, ha 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 ha. Holly says her bag sorta is LOL. It's the poor man's love bracelet. Yeah, I mean, Holly says I want the Bulgaris and Petsy ring. Lucy says it looks low budget, even though it's not. It's not low budget at all. I love it though. I could get that. It's 31,000, I think. No one who Valerie says no one who is poor can afford it. Exactly. So I think I need. Okay, so this is the thing. For my birthday, I want to stay focused. I think you guys are right. I should buy Grail pieces. HJ says you guys are hilarious ballers over here. I think I should buy Grail pieces. Lyra says, what are your top 5 ugly Hermès bags? There's so many of them that are hideous at this point. Let me tell you the ones that I think are really ugly. I think that new Mini Kelly, the shredded one that was on Purse Pop, the Mini Kelly Pompeel, that is hideous. I also think that Marqueterie Mini Kelly with like the horse and the 24, that was also hideous. What on earth were they thinking? I also think the Arson is hideous as well. I hope this won't affect me in the future with bag offers, just saying. With my Odyssey in Paris. I do not like those bags. The shredded Mini Kelly, like the one that's on Purse Pop and it looks like it's been shredded, what on earth were they thinking? Why? No, Daniel, the studded Mini Kelly is beautiful. Lucy says buy the full Pavé Cartier. Yeah, I agree. Also, it's just going to go up in price. And I'll get the refund. The refund on that piece is like 9,500 euros, something like that. Oh my God, Daniel, I can't believe you don't like the Cloutier Mini Kelly, the studded one. When I saw it at Severus, I was like, oh my God, that's what I wanted to say. Okay, that's what I wanted to say. Hermès's Pavé bracelets are also available, but it's like, then if I buy that, I can't buy the Cartier bracelet. HJ says price keeps increasing. Holly says Evelyn bag, even the Constance note. The Constance though looks really good in those like pastels and neutrals. Pretty. Kevin says hello everyone. Hello Kevin. Daniel says maybe it's giving when you see it live. It was giving. I must say, I was like, ooh. It just says you've always loved that bracelet. Remember you talked about when I first started watching you. Yeah, I've always loved it. I've loved it. I think I should just pull the trigger and buy it now. Like I said, I remember when that thing used to be 35,000 euros. I think I should just buy it now. And also I'd get the refund. But if I buy it, it's like, then I'm out of the game for a bit. I'll be out of the game for a bit. Kathy says, agreed, get a Grail piece while in Europe, like others have said, only go up and you save so much. Yeah, exactly. And then I'll be back here and I'll regret not getting it. And, you know, but I wouldn't tell my husband if I bought it. I would just pop up with it. I wouldn't, Edwin doesn't watch these lives, so it's fine for me to mention it, but I wouldn't tell him I bought it. I would just come back wearing it. You'd be like, where'd you get that from? I don't remember. Holly says the Kelly belt is so popular. To be honest, it's very chic, not overrated. Unpopular opinion, Lyra says Hermès jewelry is ugly. Kevin says the Mini Kelly's by Hermès. Yes, it is. Lyra says, I can't stand the Lindy. I think a lot of their bags are an acquired taste, but after a while, they look nice. I do like the look of that Faubourg Express bag. You know, the new one that they're going to be, that I think that's probably going to be in stores soon. I covered it in my Hermès new releases video, remember? Kathy says I'm also not a fan of the Lindy. I must say I'm not a fan of that bag either. Grain the Cafe. The Grain the Cafe is the it line for me right now from Cartier. Yes, so beautiful, so beautiful, so like, yes, I love it as well. I agree with you guys on Grail pieces. I just wouldn't, I would just turn up wearing it. And he'd be like, where'd you get that? I'm like, I don't even remember I bought it. I just thought it was so funny at the store that she wouldn't let me try it on until I confirmed I was buying the love ring. I think I said it in the Cartier video, but like, it means that people go to the store to try things on, to shoot things and not buy stuff. It's okay. And then once I was like, I'm buying the ring, she's like, okay, you can try it on. Holly says the Lindy style connected for a sec. It disconnected me for a second. Can you still hear me? Just let me know if you can. Holly says the Lindy style is now trendy across brands. Honestly, people are fooled. You can. Okay, great. Cool. Cool. Okay, so I think we'll do these like once a week if you guys want. if you're available. These are fun. We can be a little bit more unfiltered here. I don't delete these ones. I'll keep this one up. I have to think if I've said anything weird or crazy. Might delete it, I might not. But yeah, we'll do these like once a week. Might be fun. So I was thinking maybe I'll post on the community tab maybe a day before to give you a heads up. You guys, okay, everyone can say can hear me. Z says, yay. Lyra says, if I was offered the Lindy or Evelyn, I would scream and run out of the boutique. Lyra, if you go to Paris and you're offered the Evelyn, you have to buy it. Okay, at this point, you'd have to buy it. Okay, super quick. The pave jewelry from Hermès is like also a rip-off as well. Okay, but people buy it for offers. After I got dragged about the Louis Vuitton Empreinte bracelet being the poor man's love bracelet. I still think it's nice, but I have to buy the pave bracelet first from Cartier. But some of those, the poor man's love bracelet. That's one of the funniest things I've ever heard in my life. It's so funny to me. And I think it's cool that we can say it on a live because, people like to be outraged about things. If I said this in a video, there'd be someone who's complaining, moaning about it and stuff, but you guys all have a sense of humor. I thought it was so funny when she said it. I was like, that's so funny. A 31,000 euro bracelet needs your paw. But yeah, is there any jewelry that you guys like? Guys, I really like the jewelry from Pomellato at the moment. I'm liking what I see from them. I also like the Bulgari B01 ring. If you guys have seen the one that it's not fully pave, it has diamonds at the top and diamonds at the bottom, and then the middle is gold. I really like that one as well. I think that one's like 9,000. Lyra says, let's be honest, the girls are buying Hermès jewelry as bait for a potential backing of Kelly. I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, it's true at this point. So for example, if I was to buy a bracelet at Hermès, I would need to factor that in for the Cartier piece. I'd need to be like, okay, I'm going to buy this Cartier bracelet, but I need to buy this from Hermès as well. Of course, people are buying it for bag offers. Kathy says, I want to try the Tiffany lock bracelet in half pave, original, not the newer version, not the newer thin version. Okay, I love that line. It's really, really pretty. Lyra says, I'm obsessed with Graf jewelry. Beautiful, beautiful brand, great brand. Everyone who has commented on the Harry Winston's like New York stores page has said that they're super rude in there, and they're super rude if you go in there to try and like buy something. They're like incredibly rude. I would love to get like a pair of like Harry Winston earrings, but apparently they're very fucking rude in there. Although I wonder if they get a lot of people who are just looking, so maybe that's why they get pissed off. Lucy says, I got a Graf ring for V-Day. Wow, that's such a beautiful gift. Daniel says, very much into pearls, discovered Tasaki on my trip to Japan. I love that brand. I love Tasaki. Oh my God, love. Lucy says the 3 butterfly ones. Oh wow, that's a beautiful gift for Valentine's. Okay, and super quick, people moaning about people like unboxing Valentine's presents. I saw someone on TikTok having a moan saying that people shouldn't be boasting about getting gifts for Valentine's, and people are just showing off that they got presents for Valentine's. I'm like, let people enjoy Valentine's Day. Just because you do not have a Valentine, you want to destroy Valentine's for everyone else. If you don't celebrate Valentine's, that's cool, but leave everyone else alone. I want to see what people got for Valentine's. Lyra says, what do you think of Tiffany hardware line? I love it. I actually love what Tiffany's doing right now. I know people are mad, but I'm not mad at the acquisition since LVMH acquired the brand. I actually think they're doing some great stuff. I think the Tiffany and Pharrell collab seems like a little bit of a cash grab, but I do like some of the pieces there. I know that's like a separate thing to what you're talking about. Lucy says she's mad her man's not coming through. Yeah, I think she's mad about that. Or where she got a Valentine's who's cheap. I disliked Tiffany at first, but now it's growing on me. Tiffany is really that chick right now. Holly says, I'm single, but I still love Valentine's. Daniel says it's overpriced for what it is, in my opinion. I mean, I think it's they're definitely trying new things, like with the lines and the collections. Their high jewelry is insane. Kevin says, why not show your gifts? It shows gratitude for what you got. That's what I'm saying. I responded to this person on TikTok on my like burner account, and I was just like, if you don't celebrate it and you don't think people should post it, that's for you, but you have no right to go on people's accounts and be a Debbie Downer. I want to see what people got for Valentine's from their boyfriends, partners, husbands, whomever. Let people unbox their things. This is kind of the same stuff with the luxury unboxing stuff. You know, people are like, you know, it's a bad taste for people to do unboxing videos. It makes people feel bad about money and all of this stuff. If you are struggling, you shouldn't be watching luxury haul videos. If you are going through a tough time, and many people are, and that's okay, because life is full of ups and downs. There are peaks and troughs in life. You shouldn't be watching these videos. You need to go and watch something else. Let us watch these videos. I want to see what people are buying. Okay, it's so hard to see. There are like certain brands that's really, really hard for people to unbox online because people are going to be triggered. I remember getting a really interesting question from a Glamazon who was like, why do you repost like high jewelry when no one unboxes it online? I said, people don't unbox high jewelry because they're terrified someone's gonna ask them, how much was that? And they're gonna have to say, it was 100,000 euros or $100,000. And then someone's gonna be hating in the comments. You know, like if you don't want to watch it, please go away and leave the rest of us so we can watch it. Holly says 100%. Kevin says, I don't have a Valentine. I still watch Valentine's gift videos. Let me see nice things might want. Exactly. And sometimes you might be like, oh, I might go and, you know, buy that for myself. You know, it's the same thing. You know, so I think, I don't know. I think some of this stuff is like, people feel weird about their lives and stuff like that. And I get that. The world is I think I said this before on Instagram. We're staying away from politics on this because I want this to be a place where you guys can all come and congregate and we can share our interests in luxury and high-end like items, right? But the world is so effed right now as it is. Why wouldn't you want to watch really nice things? I know that people feel bad about their situation. Someone might be like, okay, I don't want to see what someone got for Valentine's because I don't have a boyfriend or I don't have, you know, a partner or whatever. But I don't know, to me, it just kind of feels like some of this stuff is people just want to complain about things and are miserable and they want to make everyone else miserable. If you are not going through a good time in your life, do not watch luxury haul videos. Let the people who have these videos unbox their videos, unbox their items for videos, and let the rest of us enjoy it. You know, have you noticed people are like not really unboxing Cartier right now? You know, or people aren't really unboxing Van Cleef. It's not because people are not buying them. People are buying Cartier and Van Cleef. You know, people are buying it, but people are frightened to come online and show because they're terrified someone's going to attack them for being like, wow, you're so out of touch. People can't afford eggs. Two things can exist at the same time in a continuum. HA says it's inspirational, aspirational. Yeah, I agree. Lucy says you think people would be inspired. People are mad. The girls are angry. I was fighting for my life in that thread on TikTok. Okay, I was like, go buy. I was like, I want to see what people got. HA says, that's how I've always looked at these things. Yeah, me too. Even for me, like with some of this like childcare stuff, I was in this like group on Facebook for like mums or whatever. And someone was like, who here has nannies? Who here has more than one? I was like, oh, I do. I have two. And like the reaction was like a horrible, horrible, horrible reaction. Like it was horrible. Like people were like, wow, like, you know, you're just like wasting all of that money. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever, who cares? Kevin says some people just want attention. I agree. Lucy says, wow, that Himalayan Celine bag. Thank you. Can we talk about that? Because I put that on my Instagram. I put that, honey, how much is that bag? When I go to Paris, I will be going to the Celine flagship to look at those exotics because yes, maybe I should buy that instead. Lyra says they're always dragging Jamie and she's unboxing jewelry, or Birkin's Mini Kelly's giving jealousy. HA says that's pure jealousy, exactly. Lucy says I was about to ask how much is that? Probably 30K. Yeah, I think it's about 30,000. Because the Lady Dior Crocodile is like 28,000 euros. So in America it's probably about 30,000 USD. Yeah. Ballet says people love to pocket watch. But people love to pocket watch, but people also have to remember everyone has different priorities. For me, this makes me happy. It is good for me. It makes me happy. And I made sure, and my husband made sure, that when we knew this child was coming, that we could create an environment where I would also be really comfortable. Now, if that makes people in this group upset, you asked a question, I answered it. At a certain point, sometimes people have to take some accountability and be like, I want to, you know, for example, on Reddit, when people ask those questions on Reddit that they always go viral, and someone's like, how much do people earn? See the way people respond when someone who earns a lot of money comments on those threads. People lose their minds. Daniel says being Jamie is a life goal in itself. That's big facts. Jamie is goals. Lucy says I have a friend who's jealous of me like that. People need to pick better partners and keep it moving. Oh, that's sad. But yeah, it happens. It happens. You know, like I said, even with the Reddit thing, the moment someone's like on those like threads, like, what's your salary? Because Reddit's anonymous, right? So people, of course, some people are lying, but there are some people who are telling the truth. If someone's like, oh, I earn $700,000 a year or $500,000 a year, people lose their minds on those things. Oh, what do you do? What did this? Reddit's a cesspool. I agree. It is literally a cesspool. Kevin says, why not have nannies? People send their kids to daycare. It's the same thing. Yeah, it is. But I think that some people feel like you're like boasting or showing off that you have money. And that couldn't be further from the truth for me. That's just not the case. I really value being able to kind of do the things I want to do and live life on my own terms. And if me and my husband go to work really hard in business to like live a certain lifestyle, why wouldn't you pay for childcare? I think if you can afford it, why wouldn't you pay for childcare? It doesn't mean that you're not like with your baby and stuff or your child. Why, if, for example, if I can go to Paris to try and play the Hermès game or shop at Louis Vuitton or Versace, why wouldn't I have a nanny? What? You know, she asked a question in the group. She got answers from not just me, from other people who have more than one. She was asking who has more than one. She's like, do you have twins? I was like, no, I don't have twins. I have one child. And she's like, oh my God, I would never spend that money. I'm like, but that's you. I'm a different person and I have different needs. My lifestyle's different to yours. Holly says the nanny issue is a Western thing. I was born in Australia and raised in Asia. We had nannies, very, very normal. Yeah, in Asia, it's very normal to have nannies. Daniel says, if I had a child, I would have a nanny traveling with us all the time. Yeah, facts. Brianna, hi Brianna. LOL, literally nanny and daycare, the same thing. Nanny's better, more pastel. Yeah, and to Kevin's point, it is just like daycare. Daycare is very much like a new thing in Tanzania, but we do have some daycares and people are getting. Brianna says, I'm having a nanny and a night nurse. That's literally what I have right now because she's here right now upstairs with him, you know? And in fact, because she's here, it's enabling me to do this. So I think sometimes people like project onto you, right? And they're angry about that, which I am confused about because I'm just like, what did I do wrong? I answered your question. So I was like, okay, bye. Brent says, love that for you. Thanks, hon. Glad to see you here. Valley says people can send their children to daycare because they have to go to work. You can't bring your children to work. I love that. I love you guys. You guys are so straightforward to the point. That is amazing. You can't bring your children to work. Try and bring your child to work. See how long you have a job for. See how long you have a job for. Facts. Bring your child to work. People will be like, girl, please. I was trying to see your son in here. Or your daughter in here. Brianna says 100% projection. Yeah, so I think Kevin says daycare is expensive, so you're spending money either way. Yeah, of course. And I mean, for those of you in the West, I mean, it's super expensive. Here, it's not that expensive. However, you have to subsidize a big portion of their lives. You have to help them find somewhere to live or help them with other things, which maybe you wouldn't do for other people, which is fine. I mean, they're taking care of my child, so I want to make sure that like they have everything they need, you know. Daycare is $3,000 to $6,000 a month now. That's a lot of money. So you have to. So I think that there are some of these. Like I think that the problem with luxury now, luxury is not just about brands anymore, or like Birkin bags or like Rolexes. People get upset at like markers of your lifestyle that seem bigger. Like if your lifestyle seems like, I think big's the wrong word. If your lifestyle seems different to theirs, people get upset about that. that is also something else. So luxury is also about that. So someone's like upset that you have a nanny because they want you to struggle. I'm sorry, I'm not struggling. I've worked really, really hard. But even if I didn't work hard, even if I was a stay-at-home mom, I'm not struggling. And if you can't handle that, that's your problem. That has nothing to do with me. Lucy says, yes, spot on. People are weird about it. People are weird about like how big your house is, or what neighborhood you live in, or what car you drive. Like, you know, people feel weird, and there's also like a strange entitlement almost to like, you need to have struggled. Well, I'm sorry, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not. Brian says, when I was young, my mom used to pay about $400 for me and my sister in the 90s. In America? For daycare. That seems like super affordable. Lucy says, there is. Yeah, and even with like, we've talked about this before on the channel about like, what do you do when someone asks you how much something is? Like, oh, is that like a real Hermès bag? Or how much is that bag from Louis Vuitton? Like, do you tell the person how much it is? Because the moment you tell the person how much it is, you're going to have that person up in your business. People are going to start talking about you. Like, oh my God, she shops at Louis Vuitton and Hermès and stuff. Lyra says, to me, luxury is having access to many different options to a particular thing. I must say, I agree. I agree. Kevin says, I like seeing people happy with their lives. Makes me happy. I'm not into jealousy. That's wonderful. Ballet says, daycare is super expensive here. How much would daycare be in like New York or Miami or something? Brian says, an aunt of mine got mad at me when I said I'm getting a night nurse and a nanny. Fast forward to now, she has a toddler, literally telling me next time she's getting more help. Now she understands. There's no way you can be rested and glamorous without people to support you, for sure. Like rested. I'm rested. I feel great. That's why I'm on YouTube Live, because I'm rested. Lucy says in DC it's like 3 to 4K a month for daycare, 5 days a week. That's a lot of money. So I'm guessing you'd need to earn like 150,000 USD a year, take home. Brianna says struggling is not a badge of honor. Sorry, I don't have to suffer. Yeah, and people want women to suffer, generally speaking, but people want to see you suffer, broadly speaking, as well. People like to see people suffering, and they feel like you're not a good parent if you didn't suffer. And that doesn't mean you're not going to suffer tomorrow. Like, tomorrow's not guaranteed. But there's this, and again, it's not even about having kids. It's like a general topic. People want to see people suffering and struggling through life, which I find really strange. So like, even with the nanny topic, I'm happy to talk about it here on a live, but I only talk about it if someone asks me, because I know that people are so sensitive about it, and people like feel weird about it because people want to be like, oh, you're a really bad mother because you have a night nurse, or you're a bad mother because you like have someone who's helping you. Newborns wake up every 2 hours. They're 24 hours in a day. When is the woman supposed to sleep? Don't forget that even in the most liberal countries in the world, even in Western countries, women do the majority of all childcare. Lyra says, whenever someone asks how much my bag costs, I always say I forgot, so they're at ease, I don't get stressed out. Oh, that's a good one. Daniel says, never accepting IG friend requests from my colleagues since they immediately become pocket watchers. Ooh, seeing you have nice stuff. Oh, that's a good one. Lyra says, they always get weird. Lucy says, what's crazy is in certain circles, a nanny is the norm. It's completely normal here. It's not even like seen as a big deal. Brianna says, how often does yours come? Actually asking for my future self. I think I want mine daily. They come Monday, both of them come Monday to, no, that's not true. The night nanny comes Monday to Friday. And then the day nanny comes Monday to Saturday, but Saturday is like a half day. So she just comes like in the morning to help. And then I, like the rest of Saturday and the rest of Sunday, it's alone. That has worked out for me, and that's allowed me to rest. Even just catching up on like five hours of sleep a day with like a newborn who every 2 hours he is awake, like every 2 hours. So sometimes when I'm like, what do people want women to do? You want a woman to struggle and to get postnatal depression so that you can say that she's a good mother. Like you can fuck right off, if you ask me. That's my opinion. Lucy says, I can't understand what the big deal is. It's not a big deal, that's all. Lucy says, okay, I have to get going. Hope to catch the next live. Yeah, thank you so much for joining. I'm glad that you were here. Just checking mine. So yeah, I think that also like with this stuff, when it pertains to luxury stuff in general, I think like when people ask you like how much something is, you have to make that decision if you're going to answer. I've actually changed my opinion on this. I used to say that it was okay to tell people how much like something was, but actually now I agree with Lero, which is best to say you forgot or your partner bought it for you. I found that if I say that my husband bought something for me, even if he didn't, people leave me alone. But I think generally speaking, yeah, saying that you forgot how much something is best. Because I think it can make people feel really awkward. My line is always, it was a gift. That's another great one as well. Because I think it can really make people feel awkward, especially if it was very expensive. Because I think for us on here, like on this live and in the like on Instagram, wherever you support me, like you might be like, to us, the Félicie Pochette is not expensive. How much is the Félicie Pochette in America? I don't remember. But in Europe, it's like 1,200 euros at Louis Vuitton. If you tell someone, a normal just person with like a normal job in a Western country, the US, the UK, Canada, Switzerland, and so on and so forth, if you tell them you spent $1,200 or $1,500 buying the Félicie Pochette, many people would think that is very expensive. To all of you on here, that is not expensive at all. That's like beginning, right? It's really, really expensive to a lot of people. So I think people then kind of feel like, I think also there's this kind of judgment of like, oh wow, like wow, you spent that much money like on a handbag or something. Like I would never do that. And then that can make, I don't care about it, you guys don't care. Daniel says, I don't share the prices directly, though I feel that I shouldn't be ashamed of my stuff. Travel since I work my bought for it choices. Yeah, I agree. And I think that people feel like, I don't know, I think that people are just so judgmental about it. So I think it's actually good not to share. I used to be of the belief that you should tell people because it's nice to be open, but I've got my fingers burnt recently and I got in trouble like over the Christmas holidays. I got in trouble for a very innocent remark. It was a completely innocent remark. It was like a mutual friend had asked like how much the tickets from Dar es Salaam to Paris were. Like how much are they in premium economy and how much are they in business? I think I put my foot in my mouth the way I answered the question. I was like, oh, we only go business, but they are X amount, and I think a return is like 2,500 USD. And I think that like upset the person who asked the question. She asked me a question, I answered it, but I think I should have been like, I don't remember how much it was. There says asking a stranger how much a luxury item is that you have no intentions of purchasing is also weird. I have to say I agree. Even if the person isn't a stranger to you, I think it's super weird to like, I think it's really weird if someone's like, oh my God, how much is that? Like like if you're not interested in it, especially. Like you just want to know how much they spent. Like the person's just enjoying knowing how much money you spend on things. Kevin says, I always thought business is your best bet, not too expensive, you have enough leg room. Yes, definitely. And you're much more rested because like on Air France, it's like they have the lie flat bed as well. Daniel says, people judging others traveling business never tried it, obviously. There's no turning back. You can't go back. You can't go back. Especially on the long haul flight. I put my foot in my mouth. What I should have said was, I don't remember. My husband paid for it. I shouldn't have told her how much it was. And I shouldn't have, I think looking back, the way I said it came across like I was saying like, oh, I don't know about economy. You know, I've flown premium economy before many times, sort of big deal. But like the past like 3 years, we only fly like business. Definitely like the past 3-4 years, it's only business, right? So I think like the way I answered looking back, I should have said, I don't remember. Do you fly Air France? Yeah, it's Air France. Very nice. I'm flying Singapore business class soon to Thailand. Oh yeah, I'm sure that is going to be amazing with Singapore Air. So I think you need to be careful because you don't want to like offend or hurt anyone. Because you end up like hurting someone's feelings, and that was never my intention, was to make anyone's like feelings hurt. And then I was like, okay, I think I sounded like a jerk, even though that wasn't my intention. There says, what is the new thing of counterfeit items being confiscated at the airport, especially in Europe? Is it true? I heard it's true. In France, it is illegal to have counterfeit items. So if they see fakes, then they're gonna confiscate them. Steph says, hey Steph, hey hun. I heard it's true for certain countries in Europe, but I think it would obviously depend which country and stuff. I think as a general rule, unless I know you like luxury, I'm not going to tell you how much something is. I ask all of you all the time when you buy stuff how much things are, and you'll tell me. If I buy something, you ask me how much it is, I'll tell you. But if you don't like luxury, I'm not going to tell you, because you're going to use that to like judge me. You know what I mean? You're going to use that to like be angry at me about something. Holly says, F them, they asked. I will answer. If they get offended by their own question, that's their problem. And this is the thing. People ask questions they know they will find offensive. If someone has a diamond necklace on their neck and you ask them how much it is and they tell you it's like $40,000, you can't be mad that it's $40,000, but there will be someone who will ask that question and they will be mad about it. Someone will ask someone how much something is, and they'll be mad about it. So I'm also kind of learning to be a little bit more tactful, because I felt like I hurt her feelings and it wasn't my intention, but I feel like she was angry at me. I think I shouldn't have said, oh, we only go business now, but premium economy is this. I think that was a mistake. Kevin said, if you come back from Dubai and the UAE, they'll definitely search you if you go over the spending limit for merchandise. What's the spending limit there? Is that for the cash? Oh, you mean leaving Dubai, going to America? Because they like check those of you who were from the States, like heading back to America? Is that what you mean? Lyra says that then they act like they're better than or more responsible than you for not purchasing that item, and honestly they can never make that purchase to begin with. Yeah, there is some weirdness there where people are like, I remember getting a comment when I was pregnant. It was a really funny comment to me. Someone made this comment to me, like face to face at an event here, and they were like, oh, now that you're having a baby, I guess it means you won't be going to Europe anymore, on your shopping trips. I was like, what? And they were like, yeah, like now you have other priorities, so you can't spend money on yourself. I'm like, oh, no, you don't know me, honey. Now I have a baby, I'm going on more trips. People are weird, so just let them be weird and just be a little bit more tactful. 2025, I'm being more tactful with people in my real life. It's not worth telling someone how much something is, because I feel like people are really, really upset. Kevin says, because they are notorious for counterfeit luxury items, so if you go over the limit, I think that's $10,000. Holly says, do you mean customs, Kevin? Australia customs do that sometimes. This must be customs then. I think you guys mean customs, right? I think this must be a customs thing. It's probably customs. Yes or no? Like, isn't it like there's like a certain number of cash that you can't bring in, or you can only bring in specific amounts of cash, and then they can confiscate it. That would be so painful to have a ton of cash on you and then they confiscate it. I would feel sick. I would be sick. Yeah, so there's that too. Okay, you guys, so this was great. So I think we'll do this again. I think Hang on, wait. Lyra says, I had a colleague say, I can't wait till you get a baby so you can stop traveling and shopping. It will be over. I was like, wow. Having a baby does not mean you stop traveling or shopping. Like, please tell that person to sit down. Trust me. Like, my Farfetch app has never been busier. My Louisa Via Roma wish list has never been more full. Holly says, actual cash in Australia, if you have over 10,000, you have to declare it, but it's just yours. Just declare it. I hope when you declare it, it doesn't get seized. Okay. I've watched those reality shows where people's money is seized. And I'm just like, run me my money right now. And like people's cash is seized. And you're just like, no. Ballet says, there are a lot of strange people out there. No, they don't take it. Okay, cool. All right. Okay, guys. So I think I'm going to head out now. But thank you for joining this live. I appreciate your time. Please, please, please like the video if you haven't already. And go leave a comment on the main page because I'm going to upload this video now. And oh, Holly says it's just to prevent fraud. Okay, cool. And yeah, I will do another one, maybe even this week, because I want to test out different times. The time I came on today was a different time, but thank you all for joining. And yeah, I have another video coming out tomorrow, so I'll see you in the video tomorrow. Kevin says this was fun, great life. Thank you for joining. So we'll see you in the video tomorrow. This is Chanel 25S video. Daniel says thank you, Daniel. So I'll see you in that. And then I have a dragging video on Saturday. So tune for that because the girls are being messy and getting dragged. And also I need people to stop going to Hermès to buy scarves and expecting to get a Kelly. Because that literally happened to someone. They bought a scarf and asked for a Kelly and they were dragged hard. So we'll talk about that as well on Saturday. Okay, good night, guys.